White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump saw the images.
His initial reaction, of course, as all Americans, is just pure disgust. And again, it's heartbreaking to see now this footage really bring to life a story we've all been reading about. And again, we're just praying for the safety of Nancy Guthrie.
Then a deadly mass shooting in remote western Canada.
Authorities in British Columbia say 8 people, including the suspected shooter, were killed Tuesday at a school in the Canadian Rockies in Tumbler Ridge, and more than 25 were injured. And authorities believe that one of the 8, a woman who died of a self-inflicted injury, also shot 2 people dead in a home nearby. British Columbia Minister of Public Safety, Nina Krieger.
This is a devastating day for a close-knit community, and the loss being felt is profound.
Tuesday's shootings were Canada's deadliest since 2020. I'm Donna Warder.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu pays a visit to the White House today.
Days after the Trump administration resumed nuclear negotiations with Iran, Netanyahu will encourage the president to expand the scope of those high-stakes talks.
White House correspondent Greg Clugston. America's employers added a surprisingly strong 130,000 jobs last month. The January jobs report did come out late because of the government shutdown. Watching Wall Street ahead of the opening bell. Dow futures up 217 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 161. Townhall.com.
Listen carefully. Silver prices have experienced a historic surge, breaking above the $100 per ounce threshold for the first time, and industry experts predict silver could climb even higher. It's not too late for you to benefit from the surge in silver. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000 to get our free gold and silver investment guide. Plus, you'll also receive a free copy of economist Ken Rogoff's book, Our Dollar, Your Problem. Debt is rising, currencies are under pressure, and investors are looking for real assets, not paper promises. That's why so many Americans are turning to physical gold and silver with Advantage Gold. Historically, when silver starts moving, it can move fast and aggressively. This isn't about guessing tops or bottoms. It's about understanding risk and positioning before momentum accelerates. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 and find out how you can get a tax and penalty-free rollover for a portion of your retirement funds for 2026. Results vary. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
The regime in Iran is marking the 47th anniversary of the overthrow of the Shah. The BBC's Lise Doucette is in Iran.
Across Tehran and other cities, the streets are decked with flags and bunting. Newly painted murals adorn some squares. Last night, when we heard Iranians chanting Allahu Akbar, God is greatest, from windows and rooftops, we also heard shouts of death to the dictator, death to Khamenei, a reference to Iran's supreme leader. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has called on Iranians to take to the streets today to show their loyalty to the Islamic Republic and to drive its enemies to despair.
Russia's top diplomat says Moscow will observe the limits of the last nuclear arms pact with the United States that expired last week, as long as it sees that Washington does the same. Expiration of the pact leaves no restrictions on the 2 largest atomic arsenals, the first time in more than 50 years. Townhall.com. Minneapolis man, 37-year-old Kyle Wagner, has been arrested for allegedly posting threats and encouraging violence against immigration officers.
Attorney General Pamela Bondi alleges that Wagner doxed and threatened officers. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says such conduct won't go unpunished.
The Department of Homeland Security arrested this individual. He is a self-proclaimed Antifa member who has been threatening, doxing, harassing ICE. He called for the murder of federal law enforcement officers. He encouraged bloodshed in the streets of Minnesota.
According to prosecutors, Wagner repeatedly posted on Facebook and Instagram encouraging his followers to forcibly assault and impede federal officers, whom he referred to as the Gestapo. I'm Jennifer King.
Attorney General Bondi will take the Capitol Hill hot seat today. She'll testify before the House Judiciary Committee, expected to be grilled on a variety of subjects. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder. and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, halfway day, hump day, whatever day you want to call it.
Made it to the middle of the week.
Indeed, we did.
I did find that interesting. I don't know if you caught any of that, but I was catching some of the Seagal show before our show coming in, and he was very interested in the reason, or interested about the El Paso airport. Basically, for the next 10 days, the airspace around El Paso airport's going to be shut down. Nothing. No FFA shut it down. No air traffic, nothing. So,
the Future Farmers of America did that?
Yes.
Dang.
FAA did that.
Powerful.
Not FFA. FAA.
Yeah, you said FFA.
Oh, I meant.
I know what you meant, but I'm having fun, doggone it. So, the question is, why?
Well, it said security reasons.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Fort Bliss is down there. Fort Bliss is, back in my day when I was in the military, Fort Bliss was where they stored the Patriot batteries. You know, the Patriot missiles?
Yep.
The Gulf War, famous. Fort Bliss was home to those. I don't know if that's what their mission is now. But.
So I guess now the only thing left to do is to speculate wildly.
Yes.
That's all
aliens.
we can do. I mean, I'm thinking aliens, or like something extraterrestrial potentially. I mean, or see, and then there's my lizard brain kicking in, where I'm like, oh, what are we setting up for now?
They're filming Top Gun 3.
They might be filming. You know, I think it's a filming scenario. I think Tom Cruise needs room to let the process happen.
A new movie called what? Top Mission Impossible Gun.
Mission Gun Possible. Top rank.
Actually, it's for Cocktail 2.
Also plus Val Kilmer.
Anyway, but yeah, it is kind of curious.
I'm genuinely, curious. Have you ever been stuck on the other side of one of those exercises? I was coming back from
like the missile launches at White Sands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, I have.
I was coming back from Alamogordo. This is a couple years ago, and they shut down traffic essentially.
Oh yeah,
and I was
enjoy the show.
Well, yeah, I mean not really, because there was no show. It was a nightmare of trying to get people to places to park on the road or whatever. But I was like at a quarter tank of gas. And I'm like, they said it was going to be like an hour to wait. And I'm like, shut my car off now.
Right.
Have a radio, or
was it
wait 20 minutes
at night or during the day?
No, this is during the day.
Okay.
But then what happened was, and this was pretty funny, after everything was, given the all clear or whatever, then it became a literal like racing sport.
Right.
People were breaking their backs to get to the checkpoint as fast as they could,
right?
Because they didn't want to be stuck in a line,
right?
I didn't snap to until about 5 miles, in. I'm like, why is everybody going so fast?
The cannonball run.
Yep, that's exactly what it felt like. Cannonball run. Like, okay, now we're on it. eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking.
Yeah.
And and then I just put pedal to metal and rubber to road, and I was like, 6th or 7th, but I didn't get stuck.
Nice.
That was a miracle.
Nice.
And did you make it? Yeah, I made it back.
Yeah, they back when I lived in that area and I was in the military and all that, whenever that happened, we get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
They would be like, "Hey, don't forget on Tuesday at whatever time they're shutting down the highway for an hour or so.
Right.
Plan accordingly." So,
tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody.
Yes.
Let them all know. Operatives.
Yeah.
Your friends over in Moscow, let them know.
be on the radio, like like our radio show. Hey, don't forget, Highway 70 is going to have a closure today.
Amateur ham operators, get the info out there.
That's right. Send out the signal pigeons and all that other. Mike Tyson, get your pigeons in
primarily through smoke signals.
We need Tyson. Come on. He's got the pigeons, right?
Yeah, he's got the pigeon. Well, he's a little busy right now, though. He's eating apples and pushing maha. He was in a Super Bowl commercial where he basically said, "I'm sick and tired of seeing all these big old fat growth people."
I gotta go watch this commercial. I missed it.
I'll have to find it and pull it up because he does. At one point, he's like, "I'm sick of seeing all these growth, overweight, morbidly obese people." And then it just shows him and his son, and he's just like crunching into an apple, and like, I don't put that garbage into my body anymore.
That's so funny.
I subsist mostly on apples and ears.
I'm tired of looking at fat people. That's funny.
I'm gonna find it. He really is. It's like we are if nothing else, we are in the weirdest timeline. If nothing else. Mike Tyson.
That's pretty good. So, while he's digging that up, let me give you the rundown for today's show. We do have a full slate for you for today. This hour, we're going to play our interview. We had the ladies from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women join us, Charlotte and Rhonda, giving us a preview of next Wednesday's Chaves County Federated Republican Women monthly meeting. And their guests and what have you, they always do it that third Wednesday of the month out at the Oaks Lodge. So it'll be next Wednesday. But we'll play the interview with the ladies here in just a minute. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we'll have Brian Luck join us, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, give us a rundown of the last school board meeting and other things happening around the school district now that we're not talking about snow anymore.
Yep.
And then Larry Martin with the Roswell Literacy Council will join us in the 9 o'clock hour talking about Knowledge Bowl.
Ooh.
Because knowledge is power.
Time to break out the big brains.
That's right. Check out the big brain on you, Bob. So did we.
So now,
yes.
with an important message, here's Mike Tyson.
Sister name was Denise. She died of obesity at 25. She had a heart attack. I was so fat and nasty. I would eat anything. I was like 345 pounds. A quart of ice cream every hour. I had so much self-hate when I was like that. I just wanted to kill myself. We're the most powerful country in the world, and we have the most obese, fudgy people.
Fudgy people.
Done by processed food in this country.
That sound you're hearing, he's actually eating an ear.
Okay, lovely.
He's consuming an ear in that scene. So yeah, obese, fudgy people is his quote. I appreciate the approach.
I love the music in the background.
Yeah, it's very dramatic. It sucks that he lost his sister at such a young age. That's terrible. But it's like, I don't think you're going to get a lot of ground by calling people fudgy.
It's funny though.
All that really evokes to me is I kind of want some fudge now.
I'm just like, I was like, why don't they get Evander Holyfield and Tyson doing an Eat Healthy campaign together? I mean, come on, the scripts write themselves right
Eat
there.
healthy, only the leanest meats. I'm really looking forward to this weekend's SNL. It's gonna be something. So that's there you go, Mike Tyson with a special message.
God bless America. I mean, come on, that guy just keeps giving. He just gives and gives and gives.
Only in America.
Just me thinking, who would have thought 30 years ago this guy, the meanest, toughest, scariest boxing dude on the planet, would keep giving the gifts that he gives over the years?
Well, what's funny is
just delightful.
That message is coming from the same mouth that once said, "I'm on the Zoloft, right? But that's only to keep me from killing y'all."
Yeah.
What a world, man.
His wisdom is so genius.
It's just layers. You know, it's got layers.
Man. We got to have a Mount Rushmore, Busey and Tyson. We got to work on that one. So, right. All right. It is 7:15. Let's take a look at your weather. More nice, nice weather on the way. It's just kind of nice. Oh, some rain chance, but still nice.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We'll start off cloudy today, but we should get sunshine back in the afternoon. Pretty mild. Our highs between 60 and 65. Overnight, some clouds, 40 to 45 on the lows. We'll start warming up on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Afternoon highs will be in the low 70s. Low pressure moving in from the southwest on Friday. That'll bring us a pretty good chance of rain. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 36 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 70% with winds out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour. For today, partly cloudy, 63 for a high today, so not too bad. Not too cold, not too warm, just a Goldilocks of temperatures today. Northeast winds 5 to 10 this morning, but those winds should pick up out of the south 10 to 15 this afternoon. For tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low of 40, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, partly cloudy. We're in the 70s tomorrow, 73. Winds will be out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, cloudy with an overnight low of 45 degrees, south winds at around 5 miles per hour. And then Friday, we're looking at a 60% chance at showers, mainly after 11 a.m., mostly cloudy. 68 for a high, so still pretty warm. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, we're looking at a 70% chance of showers, mainly before 11 p.m., mostly cloudy, overnight low of 42. Saturday, a 30% chance of showers, mostly sunny, 65 for a high, and then sunny and 68 on Sunday, back into the mid-70s for President's Day on Monday. So we got a little roller coaster, but still on the upper side for February, so no complaints there. All right, it is 7:17. Hey, real quick, you know what's right around the corner? Valentine's Day. Yeah. If you don't have plans, you're running out of time. Well, good news. Great news, actually. The fine folks at Dairy Queen got you covered. With Valentine's just around the corner, the Dairy Queen on North Main here in Roswell has a sweet treat for your sweetheart. Cupid cakes. That's right, delicious and delectable Dairy Queen treats perfectly sliced for two and are priced right at a sweet $16.99. You can choose from their chocolate dipped strawberry, red velvet, or customize your cake with any of the DQ Blizzard flavors. I'm a triple chocolate guy, but that's just me. You do you on that one. They are the perfect treats for the two of you and your sweetheart, and you can show your sweetheart how special they really are. So come by and order your Cupid cake today from Dairy Queen. Swing by the Dairy Queen on North Main, 1900 North Main here in Roswell, and come on by. We're happy, tastes good. Yeah, while you're there, grab lunch, get a burger. I love their pretzel sticks. They're pretty good too, but the one seed is the Blizzard. So, yeah, but Valentine's Day, it's a great, perfect thing. Who doesn't love it? And you get to split it. It's very sweet. Maybe watch a movie. Just make it nice. Be a good thing. It's a good Valentine's Day. All right, 7:19. Quick break, and then we're going to get you into that interview we had with the ladies from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Artesia General Hospital presents seasonal wellness reminders for you and your family. This time of year brings cozy sweaters, warm meals, and a few health challenges. Start by preventing colds and flu. Get vaccinated, wash hands regularly, and avoid touching your face when you're out in public. Find balance in holiday eating. Fill your plate with vegetables and lean proteins before reaching for the sweets. And fight dry winter skin by moisturizing often, staying hydrated, and running a humidifier if your home feels dry. Small choices add up to a healthier, happier season. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to help take care of you and your family.
Marriage is a gift, and it's worth investing in. Join us for the Joy of Marriage Conference happening February 19th through the 21st at Church on the Move in Roswell, New Mexico. This is a Christian conference for married couples only, designed to strengthen your relationship, refresh your connection, and bring joy back to the center of your marriage. Enjoy special guest speakers, a delicious dinner, and a comedy show that will have you laughing together. Don't miss it. Register now at cotmroswell.com/JOM. That's cotmroswell.com/JOM.
You've got questions about college. Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/open house or call 575-562-2178.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you can call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Hey, Roswell, it's tax season, and your friends at Roswell Ford have an offer you're gonna love. We don't need your tax refund. Really? Correct. I'm not kidding. Don't wait for your tax refund. Right now, at Roswell Ford, you can buy a new Ford with zero down and no payments for 90 days. Still making payments on your current car, truck, or SUV? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you released, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth, so you can get massive savings on a great selection of new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles. Worried your credit is not getting any love? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if your credit is less than perfect. Roswell Ford makes buying a new or quality pre-owned vehicle fast, fun, and easy. So don't wait for your tax refund. Get huge American-made savings right now. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
Back to the morning show, and joining us in the studio this morning, Charlotte and Rhonda back with us with the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
How was your Super Bowl weekend? Did y'all care? Did y'all have any dog in the fight?
It was fun to watch two teams that were not mine, so I didn't have to hyperventilate and get real anxious.
Right. So you can focus on the food, the important thing.
Well, no, I just wanted the Seahawks to beat the Patriots.
Oh my gosh, the game was pretty awesome.
It was good. I mean, it was boring, but it was good.
Patriots, I don't know what happened to them.
They went night too early.
They did.
Seattle turned out they had a defense, I guess. But did y'all have like go-to foods, or is there traditional food at the house for?
Yeah, hot wings, waffle fries, jalapeno poppers.
I know
sliders.
I'm going next year. That's right.
Okay, now you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Charlotte's house next year for Super Bowl party.
Yeah, we stayed home because we didn't want all that, but we just had cream cheese with that green chili sauce.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm trying to watch carbs, so I ate it with a spoon instead of my Fritos. I ate a few Fritos, but then I just hit it with a spoon.
Well, my granddaughter had some friends over, so I thought, well, I better make
Absolutely.
plenty
Better go full out.
munchies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did.
Yeah,
I enjoyed them.
We went over to the friend's house and had the, we bring a thing, but then you get to eat a bunch of meatballs and chicken wings and all that.
Absolutely.
It was nice, but
it's kind of like we've already had Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and now you do the Super Bowl. It's like 5 pounds. That's 20 pounds.
That's right.
By the time.
I think.
Right.
Well, I think if you play your cards right, you got a good month till about Memorial Day. Or about Memorial Day weekend. Then we're back grilling and cooking and eating again here. So.
Easter.
Oh yeah, there's Easter. I forgot about Easter. Never mind.
And St. Patty's Day.
And St. Pat, yeah.
Valentine's. See, I'm just ruining
Oh
the
yeah, never mind. We'll lay off the chocolate
That's
next
a good
week.
thought.
Yeah. Maybe eat the fruit, not the chocolate.
Yeah.
next week.
Wait a minute. Chocolate covered strawberries. There you go.
Well, fruit and chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's fruit in it. So.
Yeah, that's right.
But unfortunately, the party season's over for the Federated Republic of Women.
Oh,
We've
boy,
had
it is.
we had November was kind of the veterans, and now Christmas, December, but now January and February certainly we're full on into legislative talk and election cycle and everything else.
Absolutely.
So the Federated the monthly meetings get a little bit more important right now this time of year. So.
Yes, absolutely. Our next one is scheduled for Wednesday, February 18th, and we are going to have the gubernatorial and the state candidates.
Oh, very good.
And I will hand it over to Rhonda. She can explain who.
We were able to be at that winter meeting for all the state federated women's groups, and we met some of these candidates, and we are asking Greg Hull. He's a gubernatorial candidate.
Actually, I think we did get a chance to interview him on the show about a month or so ago. Very nice guy.
He's a very great guy. He's mayor of Rio Rancho.
Mhm.
He's done some wonderful things. And then Ramona Goolsby is running for Secretary of State, which we really need to get that office taken care of.
Yeah.
And then our own Michael Perry for Public Lands Commissioner.
Yeah.
So we're going to have those three. And I had invited some others, but boy, schedules are getting tight for them too.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, and this is that time of the year. You need to start learning your candidates. As names are now coming forth here, and I wouldn't even be surprised we see one or two that pop up between now and June here.
Oh, absolutely. So if you want to get to know your candidates, come out and join us.
Absolutely. This is that opportunity to and the great thing is like these men and women will be in the room, so you can go up and shake their hand and talk to them and really get a face-to-face perspective on these individuals here. And the great part is you get a great meal because Elks always put out a delightful lunch every time. So you come and have lunch and mingle, and then you get to hear them speak formally, and then sometimes you get to hang out a little afterwards, but certainly before and talk to them. But good news is you're out the door by 1 o'clock, back to work and back to your daily routine.
Speaking of menu, let me tell you what's on the menu.
We got to talk food. I mean, we just did a whole thing on Super Bowl food.
This whole time.
Yeah.
I know. So for our luncheon, we are going to have bread enchiladas,
Oh.
rice, beans, salad, dessert, tea and water, $17.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with an enchilada at lunch here, too.
Not at all. It's going to be great. We're going to have some great candidates. We've heard them speak a couple of times now.
Sure.
And they are just amazing. We'd like, our membership to come out and listen to them.
Sure.
Get familiar with the candidates and, make that informed, decision.
And I'm got to be honest. I mean, we want the values. You always want to elect the people that align with what you agree with. However, the Republican Party as a whole is financially is light years behind your Democratic candidates here. So if you want, and unfortunately, money talks when it comes to getting a voice, a pulpit, your name on ballots. It takes all of that. And so coming out, hearing what they have to say, but once you find these people that do agree with you, you got to financially back it too. I mean, it's
well, and I tell you, they are hitting the road every day, early to late. A lot of these candidates are from up north, and they're going to come in and go back that same day. They're the wear and tear on their bodies. They want you to know what they're all about,
right?
And you can't know by a picture and not listening. So come and ask your question.
Absolutely.
It is nonstop.
It is.
We've seen so many they're just go, go, go.
And it's just the simple truth that their opponents have $1 million war chests where they've got hundreds of $1,000 war chests.
Right.
And so they're really already starting with one hand tied behind their back.
Absolutely.
They really are. And so that support, that extra rally, that's why if you find people that you're like, these people are the types of people we need making decisions for us, you got to put your money where your mouth is on this one.
My husband and I watch television, and there's one candidate from the other side that we literally mute every single time because he's got so dang much money. He's makes me gag.
And
so.
I hate that that's the system, but that's the system.
Yeah. That is the system.
And so if you want to, you got to do that. But first, you got to find the people that move the needle, the people that. And so that's how do we do that? By coming and joining us on next Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Come have some great red enchiladas. Come listen to these candidates speak. Come pick their brains. Ask questions.
Absolutely.
You know, are
those
these
red enchiladas will kind of light a fire under you.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Elks Lodge does a wonderful job on catering our.
They do great food.
So Sergio is the bomb.
He is.
And I, to be honest, I see people from time to time online. Like when they're just at their daily lunch specials and things they got going on at the Elks, and every time I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
that looks good."
You should just go to dinner. You should just go to dinner there every day. I don't know why people waste time going around town. Just go there and eat. That'd be all right.
So if you're interested in joining us, RSVP, and we'll have a lunch ready for you. If you just want to come in and listen to the candidates, just call and we can reserve a seat for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to have lunch. I mean, but I'm not going to lie. You're going to get there and you're going to smell the food.
And you're going to want it.
And you're going to be like, I should have did it. So just go ahead and order it, and then you're covered.
And where can you go for $17, for a full meal with drink and dessert? So
Not any here, you know. Yeah, McDonald's is, you're paying that $15 for a McDonald's meal right now. So,
at least. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and then, of course, we're always looking for more Federated Republic of Women too. If you're interested, if
and
you're looking,
associates,
and associates. if you're looking to find a civic organization or looking for an organization, want to get more involved. Great news. There's kind of a twofold of the Chaves County Federated Republic of Women. Obviously, there is the part that most people know, supporting the Republican Party, the candidates of the Republican Party, and the values of which the Republican Party runs on. But the other side of it, too, is also working with local charities, youth groups, places like the Assurance Home and other nonprofits in our community, and helping their organizations through the Federated Republic of Women. They have their own youth scholarship programs. There's other things like that, too. So if you love that side of things, there's a room for you or a home for you at the Federated Republic
Absolutely.
of Women.
We want to reach out to membership. And if you have a senior that is going to graduate, we have 2 scholarship opportunities available. One from New Mexico Federated Republic of Women, and then one from Chaves County. So we will be sending out those scholarship applications.
Be on the lookout.
Absolutely. I mean, that's going to, get your senior a head start, if you apply for those scholarships.
And parents, I think you know this, but seniors, if you're listening, half the battle with these scholarship deals is paying attention to detail.
Yeah.
It's They give you very clear, concise instructions because they want to see if you. Be honest, that's a test in the process a lot of times, and so if they're like saying do it only through the computer or do it only through they
mean that.
This is exactly, and that generally means the difference between acceptance and failure sometimes in some of these scholarships.
And don't be lazy because if you don't fill them out, you won't get the scholarship.
Yeah,
I'm amazed at how many kids and their parents don't go after that money.
Well, and
don't submit.
Well, and I get to, it's also against the nature of a lot of humans to sell yourself, you want to be, let other people, let your actions speak for you. Right. But unfortunately in a scholarship process, you got to sales pitch yourself. You got to come in with your sales hat and briefcase and put your work in and do that and really sell, even though it seems unnatural. That because the only way they know about you is what you put on that piece of paper.
And anybody who's graduated with student loan debt knows how much it would have helped to have scholarships.
$1,000 here, $500 there. It is the difference between really the numbers jiving and the numbers, and it's not even so much just life, the class and the books. It's, if you're living off campus, if you're living on campus. Oh, by the way, you don't have a not steady 9 to 5 or income job. So, and I don't live with mom and dad. I gotta eat. I gotta have some of these things. How do we do all that? Absolutely. And these scholarships help make all those kinds of things happen.
And we'll provide additional information at the luncheon next week. Yeah. So, everyone will have the information and be ready to
enjoy some enchiladas and learn some more about opportunities for school money.
Arriba.
There you go. and get involved in your community. You're tired of New Mexico and tired of being last. You're tired. To be honest, it starts by this, by coming to meetings, by seeing how the sausage is made, understanding, come, certainly right now with the legislative session going on in Santa Fe, pay attention to what's coming out of Santa Fe. Pay attention to these bills. Look at, if you're wanting to follow certain things, reach out to the Federated Republican Women. They'll be happy to tell you, hey, if you're concerned about this is a direction I'd steer you in, or this, there's a lot of, pay attention to that stuff, because this
and
is how.
Keep praying for our legislators. They're fighting, with everything they've got.
Yes.
Everything they've
and
got.
unfortunately, they got half-loaded guns because they just need the ammo.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
I don't think they let them have bullets, just the other side.
they get one.
So, yeah, we are gearing up, for a busy season. Next month, we'll have our local candidates. And then just keep building those
Yeah,
agendas.
absolutely.
So good
And
things
obviously,
next
as we get closer to the primary season this summer, that's going to get hotter and heavier here.
Right,
But
and of course we'll have our legislators coming back from this session, so
give you the
they
recap.
always provide a recap.
And this is a short session, so it's going to be heavy budget, heavy the 30 days. So to be honest, they get a lot more done in a 30 day than a 60 usually, because
They have longer to fight
Yeah,
in
they,
60 days.
There's those enchiladas are a little hotter. Very good, but. Join us here this Wednesday.
No, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday,
The
the
18th.
18th of February here at the Elks Lodge here. Come about 11:30 or so to
doors are
mingle
open
and
at
start
11:30,
start
yeah.
eating and getting settled down. At about noon, we'll get the actual meeting underway, and we'll have you out the door by 1 o'clock.
Absolutely. We will open up the buffet at 11:30. We start promptly at 12, end at 1.
Very good. And then
Charlotte's good about keeping the meeting on track. So
keeping
Got a
keeping
sergeant at arms here.
Iron
Keeps me
fist.
on-
That's
yeah,
right.
it keeps me on task. But yes, come out and join us. Have a good meal. Listen
Yeah.
to our candidates.
Absolutely, and if you like RSVP, the sooner the better. That always makes it a little easier on the cooks and everybody else. If you know a Federated Republican Women, just tell them they'll be happy to RSVP for you. But if you go to the Federated Republican Women's Facebook page, that's a
Absolutely.
quick and easy way. I know there's the RSVP,
RSVPCCFRW@gmail.com.
and then you can shoot an email to that one there
Absolutely.
too,
can
if
give me
you
a
happen to
call,
remember that.
575-626-6667. That's also out there on Facebook. So
Absolutely.
give me a call.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that you have a meal ready.
Or have
or
a meal and a
seat.
seat ready, and or at least a seat if you're gonna be good and abstain. I defy you to do it. Though. Defy you. You're gonna smell it and be like, or then you start mooching off your neighbors, and then you're gonna lose friends. And
exactly.
That's just, not good. Just get your own place.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, ladies, as always, appreciate the visit. We'll see you next time here. And anything else we can do, please reach out.
I
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Mike.
Thank
we
you
really
so much.
appreciate you
All right,
helping us
and
every month.
Enjoy the warm weather. Hopefully next month we'll be talking about it again.
It's going to be, 73 today?
I know.
I know I have a coat in the car, and I thought, I don't even need it.
That's
Yay.
right.
Not today.
Nope. It'd be talking about shorts maybe here in a week or two.
Woo, yeah.
We'll see.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ladies.
Thank
you.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. He says his name is Carlos, and he's the man detained and questioned by authorities investigating the Nancy Guthrie disappearance. His home in Rio Rico, Arizona, it's about an hour south of Tucson, was searched as well. Carlos, who says he's innocent of any wrongdoing, was later released. In British Columbia, there's been a deadly mass shooting. Total of 9 people killed at 2 locations, one of them a school, the other a nearby home. The shooter, identified only as a female, also died apparently of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The Federal Aviation Administration is closing the airspace around El Paso International Airport in Texas for 10 days, grounding all flights to and from the airport. Special security reasons are cited, but no further details have been provided. Watching Wall Street, Dow futures are up 77 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 51. More details, srnnews.com.
The electronic devices we use each day capture far more information than any of us realize. That Nest doorbell cam at the front door of Nancy Guthrie, the one the local sheriff's department thought was useless because there were no subscriptions to record and store images, recorded everything anyway. I'm Kim Commando with Improve Life. I created GLP-1 support to manage cravings, support metabolism, and keep blood sugar on track. Find out more at improvelife.com/Kim. The FBI dug into what's called residual data in back-end systems. Plain English, even without a paid subscription, that camera was still sending data to the cloud. Thumbnails, motion events, connection logs, video, all sitting on servers. The suspect tampered with the camera and thought he was in the clear. He wasn't. You can smash a camera, you can't delete what it already uploaded. Your devices capture more than you think, even on free tiers and without a subscription. And in this case, it might be what brings Nancy Guthrie home. Join a million folks who get my free newsletter. Sign up now at getkim.com. It's hard to believe, but summer is literally right around the corner. And if you're thinking about what you're going to look like in that swimsuit, you're not alone. Here's the thing. You do not need to starve yourself. And you don't need some crazy workout routine that you're going to quit in, say, 2 weeks. You need actual, real support that works with your body. That's why I need to tell you about GLP-1 support from ImprovedLife.com. It helps with appetite control. So this way you're not fighting cravings all day. And it supports your metabolism. So this way your body can do what it's supposed to do. And the best part, it's in stock right now. There's no wait list, no back orders, just results. Hey, summer bodies are not made in June. They're made right now. Get going. Head to ImprovedLife.com/Kim and get up to 30% off. That's ImprovedLife.com/Kim, because feeling good in your own skin never goes out of season. ImprovedLife.com/Kim.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual results may vary.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We'll start off cloudy today, but we should get sunshine back in the afternoon. Pretty mild. Our highs between 60 and 65. Overnight, some clouds, 40 to 45 on the lows. We'll start warming up on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Afternoon highs will be in the low 70s. Low pressure moving in from the southwest on Friday. That'll bring us a pretty good chance of rain. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Still burning cash on posters that get tattered, tired, and tossed? Turn heads with vibrant LED posters from DSI. Plug and play with custom updatable graphics. Showcase a single showstopper or link several for a seamless video wall. For over 27 years, DSI has helped New Mexico businesses communicate smarter with printers, IT support, AV, and more. Ready to elevate your message and cut costs? Call 888-386-7834 or visit dsinm.com today.
Sports report this late into the basketball season. We don't see a lot of results that really surprise you, but last night this was kind of shocking. In girls basketball, Goddard playing at Portales. Goddard wins 42-23. Goddard's first district victory. They're 13-10 overall, and that was Portales' first loss. And the disparity in score is really the shocking part. Goddard plays host to Lovington Friday night at 5:30. Meanwhile, also in girls hoops, Roswell, no match for Hobbs. Even on the Coyotes' home court, Hobbs wins 70-19. Boys basketball, it was Goddard falling at Portales 44-40, and the Roswell Coyotes play at Hobbs, lose by 10, 60-50 was the final score there. The sports report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Shoppers unexpectedly paused their spending in December from November, closing out the holiday shopping season and the year on a lackluster tone. The report issued by the Commerce Department on Tuesday surprised economists who were looking for growth. Americans' hope for their future has fallen to a new low, according to a new poll. In 2025, only 59% of Americans gave high ratings when they were asked to evaluate how good their life will be in about 5 years, the lowest annual measure since Gallup began asking the question almost 20 years ago. The operator of Saks Fifth Avenue in Neiman Marcus said it will close 8 Saks Fifth Avenue stores as well as its Neiman Marcus Boston store as it focuses on its most profitable businesses during its Chapter 11 bankruptcy restructuring. Honda has reported a 42% drop in profit for the 9 months through December compared to a year earlier as tariffs hurt the Japanese automaker's earnings. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his his brand new roof. Tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm here to make hot your home.
You're not Fergie's.
I have right tools for job.
Well, you may have the proper tools, but do you know how to use them?
I learn on Croatian YouTube.
Oh no, baby. Just because they have the equipment don't mean they can get the job done. Let Fergie's work their mojo on your heating and AC unit. 622-2660.
Fergalicious. Jesus gives the following instructions. Love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone takes your coat, don't withhold your shirt from them. Give to everyone who asks, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, don't demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Jesus is calling us to do the opposite of our natural tendencies. He calls us to be different, to stand out for good, to be light and not darkness. He calls us to lead by being servants. As you go through this week, practice putting someone else's needs ahead of your own. Pray for someone who's hurt you. Don't retaliate when someone offends you. See what difference it makes in your heart. You may be surprised by the outcome. You may not, but whatever happens, you'll be following the teachings of Jesus, and that's always the right choice to make.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Artesia General Hospital presents expert tips for a healthier cold weather season. As temperatures drop, your risk for seasonal illness rises, but small daily habits can protect you. First, strengthen your immunity. Get your annual flu vaccination and keep hands clean. Second, maintain balanced nutrition. Enjoy holiday meals, but focus on vegetables, lean proteins, and mindful portions. Third, protect your skin. Heated indoor air pulls moisture away from your body. Apply moisturizer twice a day and stay well hydrated. Healthy routines don't need to be complicated, just consistent. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to take care of you and your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the all-star lineup at Roswell Honda. Leading the pack, the 2026 Honda Civic Sedan, just 4.49% APR for 48 months. The 2026 Civic Hybrid, just 3.99% for 48 months. The 26 Honda HR-V, just 2.49% for 48 months, and the best-in-class 26 Honda CR-V Hybrid, just 2.49% for 36 months. Time to join the winning team at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Make plans to attend Central Valley Electric Cooperative's annual meeting on Saturday, February 28th. The drive-through annual meeting will be held at the co-op's headquarters on the corner of Ritchie Avenue and 13th Street between 9 a.m. and noon. You will enter at the Ritchie Avenue entrance, and the first 200 registered CVE members will receive a $50 gift card. Goodie bags and other great door prizes will also be available. The grand prize is a 2014 Chevy pickup truck. We hope to see you at CVE's drive-through annual meeting on Saturday, February 28th.
It's Mornings with Mike Winters. He's portly, short, balding, short-sighted, and long-winded. Sorry, ladies, he's taken. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:48. Stay tuned next hour here about 8:15 or so. Brian Luck, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, will join us and give us an update at the last school board meeting and other things happening around the school district this morning here. A couple things I want to put on people's radar happening this Friday. New Mexico Workforce Solutions and America's Job Center New Mexico, they are going to be partnering up with the Food Not Bombs at their warming center this Friday. They're going to be having a group of people out there from 2 to 4 p.m. Offering assistance for folks with job applications and job training opportunities. So if you are in the need of job assistance and job training opportunities,
I invite you to head on over to Westminster Presbyterian Church this Friday, 2801 West 4th Street, between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m., and come out and let the folks from New Mexico Department of Workforce Solutions help you get lined up for your career and getting your foundation established. And they're going to be out there helping folks at the warming center. And if you need help, come on out and be a part of it as well, too. Also happening this weekend there at Westminster Presbyterian Church, part of it anyway, they've got a great organization here called the Wellness Wagon. And what they do is they offer essential veterinary care for folks that have pets that can't afford to get some of this veterinary treatment done for their animals. So they're going to have an event, actually 2 different events this weekend. The Wellness Wagon Mobile Veterinary Clinic will be in our area providing free essential services for pets belonging to owners that are facing financial hardships. Some of the services they're offering include vaccinations, deworming, flea and tick medications, pet supplies, treatment for minor health issues, and then and things like that, just minor stuff. But if it needs it, it's there, and they do it for free. They are accepting donations as well too. So if folks are saying, "Well, I can afford my vet bills, but I love what you're doing and love to help others be able to do that," come by and make a donation as well too. But they're going to be at 2 different locations this weekend. This Saturday, Valentine's Day, February 14th, they're going to be at Westminster Presbyterian Church, 2801 West 4th Street, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. So they're going to be out there early, between 8 and 11. So you can bring your pets out there. Now, when you bring your pets, to minimize exposure and everything, they ask that you leave your pets in the vehicle or at home until they request personally to see the animal. So when you get there, leave the animal in the car or, away. And then when they call for the animal, then bring them over. But that's the one thing, just for keeping safety, security, making sure no overexposures, anything like that. So, but anyway, this Saturday they're going to be at Westminster Presbyterian Church. On Sunday, February 15th, they're going to be at the Salvation Army location between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's at 612 West College Boulevard. And so you can go at either one of those areas. During the remainder of the time they're in there, they're going to be actually out after the 11 a.m. They're actually going to be doing door-to-door calls. If you go to their Facebook page, I believe if you look under Wellness Wagon, WAGGIN, you can. There's also, they say you can also Facebook message Aaron Acedo, ASEDO, in Roswell if you need assistance getting your pets wellness care as well too. But yeah, definitely come on out. Even if you just want to learn more and say, I love what they're doing, maybe I can help out and make donations or get more involved. Join us, Westminster Presbyterian Church, on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., 2801 West 4th Street. Sunday, February 15th at Salvation Army, 612 West College, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. out there. So either one, get out there and help out. Be a good deal. And then, of course, if you're looking for work, be out there on Friday at Westminster between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. So
get it taken care of.
There you go.
Yep. Best time to do it.
Get her done.
Mm-hmm.
I must admit, I've really been Olympic deficient. I barely watched Olympics. I've seen a little women's hockey, and that's about it.
Yeah, but at the same time, and honestly, I'm kind of right there with you.
Yeah.
They haven't really brought out, or at least not televised, that I've seen a lot of the sports that I'm really into. Like, I really enjoy watching, like the skeleton, the luge, the downhill sports, a lot of the snowboard competitions and stuff.
I saw some of that on Saturday. Luge.
Now, I gotta ask, because it's funny how in this day and age, you don't really follow the Olympic coverage so much as the Olympic controversies. Have you heard anything about the ski jump team controversy?
I guess I have not.
Oh, well then buckle up, my friends, because you are in for a treat. So in the sport of ski jumping, any slight, even like slight advantage is, you know, their pinpoint accuracy like checked for everything. Their suits,
kind of like NASCAR.
It's gone over to make sure that everything is by the books the way it's supposed to be.
Within a millimeter of spec.
Because again, any millimeter can change your trajectory. Essentially, it can work as like a spoiler kind of, or like a back wing to kind of provide stability and give you more distance.
Right.
Okay.
More aerodynamic.
So what I believe it's the U.S. ski team.
Okay.
I may be wrong on that. It might be the French. It might be another team entirely. They're being accused of having hyaluronic acid injected into their no-no squares.
Okay.
Their nether regions.
All right.
Their wedding tackle.
All right.
And John Thomas, in order to increase the size and girth and give ski jumpers an added little wing in their suits.
Okay.
To increase drag.
This is serious?
This is legitimately, seriously a controversy right now in the Olympic world. Now, they've denied any accusations that any kind of hyaluronic acid, because apparently among the chemicals and the things that they test for, that's legal. You can legally have those injections done to, I guess, increase the satisfaction of your marriage. And this is a thing that they're doing. It causes, it's kind of like
bigger fin for your surfboard.
It's kind of like how in NASCAR, you drift or you get into somebody's, drag, and you can kind of like ride that out and kind of get that little added push or pull. Kind of like what they talk about in Talladega Nights with the slingshot.
Right.
This is essentially their slingshot, just with their slingshot. And I don't know how this is all going to shake out. There's a lot of different ways, turns of phrase you got to choose to not say in this situation. But it strikes me as odd that it's like, of all of the things that you would sit like in a meeting with your people and think, how do we gain an added edge? You know what? Call your guy.
I know how.
Go get Jimmy on the phone. I think he might know a thing or two about a thing or two.
This is generations of us watching things like Austin Powers.
100%. By the way, I mentioned this off the air, but I need to talk about it here. So, for those who don't know, my last name is not Smalls. I know. My real last name is McKellips. So I'm watching Jimmy Kimmel last night. And he starts talking about how the CEO of Chuck E. Cheese has stepped down amid controversies that his name shows up in the Epstein files. And that man's name is David McKellips. Okay? Now let me explain. My last name is McKellips. K-E-L-L-I-P-S. This name is K-I-L-L-I-P-S. As I've mentioned to friends and family, that E it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
That's right.
But it really is a weird story too if you dig into it. By all means, feel free. It's not my family. I don't really care about the guy. But yeah, it just when I heard that, dude, I thank God we live in a day and age where you can pause and rewind live TV, because years and years ago, if that had happened, I don't know if I'd have recovered.
He was stewing.
I would have locked my doors. I wouldn't have come to work the next day. I'd be hiding.
Glass half full side. You're just an eye away from Chuck E. Cheese money.
from apparently, well, not anymore. Not anymore. I'm not. He was in with the. I'd like to think that he was the guy in the suit. So, I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's that was really something to discover when I'm watching Kimmel. So if you happen to be watching Kimmel's monologue from last night, you hear that name. No
Not
relation.
you.
No relation.
No relations. Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah. I got a bone to pick with John Grisham still.
That's fair.
That guy caused me some headaches. That guy, John Grisham.
That guy.
All right, it is closing in on 8 o'clock. Town Hall. Go read it. Which one is it? Time to Kill? No. Time to Kill. It's a Time to Kill. That one. The one with McConaughey. That one. Yeah, go watch that one. You'll understand. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back on the other side of news. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The Federal Aviation Administration has reopened the airspace around El Paso International Airport in Texas. This morning's about-face came just hours after the FAA announced a 10-day closure. It would have grounded all flights to and from the busy airport. Special security reasons were cited for the closure, which has now been revoked. Investigators in Arizona detained and then hours later released an individual for questioning in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The man's home was also searched. This development came hours after the FBI released surveillance images from Nancy Guthrie's front porch.
Images of a person in a mask with a handgun holster were caught on camera outside Nancy Guthrie's front door the night she went missing. The FBI releasing video and still shots Tuesday, seemingly the first major break in the case. Video shows the person wearing a long-sleeve jacket, backpack, gloves, and a ski mask. All you see are eyes and the slightest bit of mouth.
Correspondent Julie Walker. At least 8 people, including the gunman, are dead. A shooting in a small school in British Columbia. The BBC's Peter Bowes says it happened in a town more than 600 miles north of Vancouver.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police said it received a report of an active shooter at a school in the small town of Tumbler Ridge, which lies in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, shortly after lunchtime. During a search of the school, 6 people were found dead, while a 7th died on the way to hospital. The authorities say another person, believed to be the attacker, was also discovered dead inside the building.
America's employers added a surprisingly strong 130,000 jobs last month. And in the wake of that employment report, stocks are higher on Wall Street. The Dow is up 124 points. The Nasdaq better by 37. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
When it comes to Olympic medals, they just don't make them like they used to.
Don't jump in them. That's the message from gold medalist Breezy Johnson at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics after she and other athletes found their medals broke within hours.
I was jumping in excitement and it broke. I'm sure somebody will fix it. It's not like crazy broken, but it's a little broken.
Olympic organizers are investigating with maximum attention after a spate of medals falling off their ribbons during celebrations on the opening weekend of the Games. Following the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, some medals needed to be replaced after athletes complained they were starting to tarnish or corrode. I'm Haya Panchwani.
Temperatures in northern Europe have been so low that Estonians can now drive across a 12.5-mile stretch of frozen sea. The ice road connects a couple of islands, officially opened on Sunday after the locals just started driving across the frozen water. Townhall.com. Atrial fibrillation is becoming more commonplace, but doctors say treatments are vastly improving.
Better known as AFib, the condition is a quivering or irregular heartbeat that can lead to blood clots, stroke, and heart failure. Smartwatches and other devices are helping with the diagnosis. Causes include genetics, high blood pressure, and stress. Treatments range from medications to several new procedures that show great promise. Experts recommend a healthy lifestyle to lower the risk. Jason Walker reporting.
The Food and Drug Administration refuses to consider Moderna's application for a new flu vaccine made with mRNA technology. Moderna says got a letter from the FDA objecting to its clinical trial methods. The FDA says the trial failed to compare the new shot to the best available standard of care. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder, and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel witch and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2. The Deuce of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, welcome to Wednesday.
So now they just canceled that airspace thing.
Really?
Yeah, they just said in the news now. It's like going from it down. It's up. Yeah, it's all done now. All
That's a quick 10 days.
Yeah, that's weird. Man.
Time is a very interesting thing.
It's like it was almost like we're ready for the secret thing. Yeah, we're ready for the secret thing. All right, do the same thing. All right, the secret thing engage. Well, wait, we're not ready for the secret thing. Hold on. Shut down that. Never mind. There's no secret thing. We're good.
Didn't mean to make that announcement this quickly.
Yeah.
I'm curious, are they going to shut it down, or
I don't know.
Did they figure out that what they needed 10 days for, they could really just get done in like an afternoon?
Right. Or maybe we just got rope-a-dope.
Look, I'm just saying.
Got us all looking over here while they went and did something over there.
You slide the right commander a sandwich, you can make things happen. Just saying.
Someone had a really weird poker game last night. I'll shut down the whole area.
Shut it down. Well, what I worry about is, or wonder is, it's like it was for such a short amount of time that doesn't that kind of feel like a heist? Like
it could have been.
In every heist movie you've ever seen. We've talked a lot about
Where's
the
Mark
oceans.
Wahlberg?
Right. Get Mac on the phone. In all the heist movies that we've talked about over the week, it's like the cameras go on a loop or something gets shut down.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about, so you know how in the movie Speed, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the Keanu
You only had
Reeves
30
Sandra
years.
Bullock classic known as Speed.
Let's go back to the 90s. It's there.
One of the main ways that they like get one over on the kidnapper, the guy who set up the bomb, and get people off the bus is they set up that video loop. And the only way they figure it out is because the lady drops her handbag and then it appears back in her hands.
Right.
And that's the only way the guy figured out it was on a loop.
Right.
I keep flashing back to those like couple of minutes that are missing in that video. I'm like, I wonder if somebody dropped a handbag.
Get you on the tape.
I didn't get that tape.
Of course, this is not 1992 or whatever, so I'm sure that
the technology, yeah. No, I've used that technology. Like when I was in broadcast journalism in high school, it's like a roller wheel that you spin over here, and then a cut and paste, and then a play button.
Yeah,
it's just like a setup. It's
now it's
very
all
archaic.
digital in a computer.
Oh, yeah.
that good stuff.
Now you have like undo buttons and stuff.
And you could probably actually get the editing software on your smartphone for $2.99 or something like that. So, that was just weird. That's I got more questions than answers now. Like I was moderately curious before, just thinking, it's probably some military. Now I'm like, all right, why did they cancel it? That makes it now. It just makes me really like
right.
Something. This Kool-Aid ain't stirring.
Something doesn't feel right. Like if you need to, I mean, obviously, if you shut it down, you need to let the people know. But everybody, especially people in that area, need a reason why it was shut down.
Right.
Like some kind of concrete. But I highly doubt that we'll hear anything.
No, it'll be forgotten
in the very foreseeable future.
All right, we'll get all those the Twitterverse conspiracy theorists get out there, and we'll have something knocked out by lunchtime.
That's right. Something in an AI voice with really weird and overly modded out music behind it.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's Epstein's fault.
You know who I can't help but feel bad for, and maybe I shouldn't, because maybe they were well compensated for their time and their efforts, is that lady with that voice. You know the one I'm talking about. That lady who's on every AI ever. Like, she recorded like 3 minutes of audio, I'm sure, and was probably paid for it for that one session.
Right.
But think about how ubiquitous that voice has become.
Right. Well,
that and the other one is the 5 reasons why you should, that very like gruff, angry guy.
Yeah. Well, what's her name? The Siri lady. I need to have a seminar with that lady.
Right.
She follows me on Twitter, or did many moons ago. I don't know if she still does. I remember someone followed me and it's like, I'm the voice of, I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Siri is one of those that you can bust out at parties.
Yeah.
I feel like you've completely ruined, like, if you work in broadcast, you have a certain like radio voice or a delivery. You ruined her delivery. Like, I could never do a spot like that again, because people are just going to think it's AI. But I mean, I'm sure it's fun at parties.
It is. Well, it's got to mess up the rest of the family. Is it Sue? Is that you?
Did you really record your voicemail, or did you have AI do this? I don't know what to believe anymore.
I think Sue's coming for Christmas. I'm not sure, though.
Then again, you could also, I guess, utilize that. If you have that voice, you could utilize AI to like manipulate your friends and family. Because they never know if it's you or if it's robot you.
And if all else fails, you could probably make a very lucrative career on Cameo.
Yeah, Cameo. And you know what I imagine? In like 15 years, Comic-Con will probably still be a thing, but there'll be a new one. And it's going to be like VoiceCon, where it's going to be all of the famous like AI voices.
Right.
They're going to be doing their own con circuits.
Well, has MemeCom started yet? All the famous meme people, have they got together for a con yet?
It's called VidCon.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much what MemeCon is.
Okay.
It's like all the people who created the memes
because that'll
back
happen
in the day.
If it hasn't already.
Right. I mean, they have several of those. VidCon is one. I mean, there's Rooster Teeth has one that happens in Austin every year, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called like MegaCon or something like that. But so there's several of those. But I feel like we're gonna have like AI VoiceCon in someday.
I just got this image, and it's an Idiocracy-esque type image.
Mhm.
And there's like a Smithsonian-esque Hall of Fame museum for meme, like, we all remember painstakingly face guy.
Yes.
Who can forget?
It's gonna be they're gonna use an AI rendition of the guy that did the NFL films, and it's gonna
some
be like,
darkened room. The original Kermit drinking the Lipton tea photo.
It was a dark day at the office for Hide the Pain Harold. Scumbag Steve had just picked up his unemployment check for that week.
It's in my head, I got that image there. With such relics. The first dinosaur bone known to man, and here.
The cold morning dew gathered on the field. Somewhere Star Wars kids stood in a garage and swung a pole. Fell off to the side and achieved internet fame. Nunchuck guy, remember that dude?
Yeah.
He tried to do the backflip and do the nunchucks and ended up smacking himself in the face with them.
We stuffed Angry Cat.
I'm learned something kind of interesting about the Smithsonian the other day that I meant to tell you.
Uh-huh.
So, the financial backer of the Smithsonian, I think it's James Smithson?
Smithson, yeah.
Yes. Never one time visited, set foot in, or, was in the United States. Not one time did he ever come to the United States.
Well, he's buried here.
And nobody knows why he donated all of his money to the United States. Like, there's really no set. He wrote out a reason.
No.
They just
he
made
reason.
this money available, and the Smithsonian took it and ran with it. But I always thought that was kind of interesting. It's like he was so obsessed with America that he took his entire life's fortune and just said, "Here, open up a museum about you guys."
He just believed in the American dream, I guess.
That's right.
The American dream. But weirdly enough, he is buried here.
I would imagine, that's probably a stipulation.
Yeah, if you ever look at the D.C., lack of a better term, skyline there, and you see where all the Smithsonian museums are, if you see there's a red, castle-looking building.
Right.
That's that building. You can walk through it. That's where his crypt is there
Really?
in that building there. Yeah.
That's There's a directive in D.C. that you can't build anything higher than the Washington Monument. Right?
Correct. Yeah, no building can be taller than the Washington Monument.
That's what I thought.
So, Yep. That is a true
I mean,
statement.
it's still a skyline. You just got to look a little lower. Get down low.
Yeah.
It's really all about perspective.
Right.
So people like you and your wife can really enjoy a good DC skyline.
Us hobbits.
DC skyline chili. It's just skyline chili, but it comes in a much smaller.
Hey, never have a problem getting to a bed. It's just delightful.
It's honestly, it is nice to sit in a chair and feel your feet dangle.
Yeah.
And that's something you guys get to do a lot more.
Every once in a while, yeah. So. I definitely get to do that. But actually, I take that back with bed. Height becomes a problem with us. Because some people, I don't know what it is. They got to make a king-size bed. I'm like, what is this, 5 feet tall? Yeah. I'm not a hurdler.
I'm a tall man, and it's still the same way.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't, what do you think I'm on the Olympic hurdling team?
Or why do I have to put my knee out almost every time I climb into a truck?
Got a pole vault. Yeah, right.
How high do you need to be off the ground?
Yeah. Right, let's do the. I mean, I don't want to go Japanese where I got to get on the floor neither. But let's find that happy medium.
It's got to be a happy medium.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle here.
I always feel so silly in an intersection next to an F-350. Like, it looks like your vehicle runs on my vehicle. Like, I put my vehicle into your gas tank.
Every time I get into a smaller car, or I feel like my butt's about to hit the pavement, I just sit there. Like, it's not a problem now. My wife is in a Hyundai SUV, but there was a time where she was in a Toyota Camry, and I was in my truck or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time I ride shotgun in her car, it's too low. It's
I admit,
weird.
though, there is a little jealousy that I get every time I'm picking up my son from school, and I see the trucks pull over the curb, but I got to wait in the line, at the exit like a sucker. So much time they save just pulling over the curb. I do that. I high center.
Yeah. It's the freedom.
It is the freedom of the open road, brother.
The freedom. All right, let's get the hour going. Yep. Freedom. Brian Luck, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, will join us here in just a few minutes. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We'll start off cloudy today, but we should get sunshine back in the afternoon. Pretty mild, our highs between 60 and 65. Overnight, some clouds, 40 to 45 on the lows. We'll start warming up on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Afternoon highs will be in the low 70s. Low pressure moving in from the southwest on Friday. That'll bring us a pretty good chance of rain. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 39 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 62% with winds out of the north at 6 miles per hour. Partly cloudy today, 63 for a high, so a little cooler than what it's been, but still pretty nice. East winds this morning 5 to 10, increasing out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low of 40, winds out of the south at around 10 miles per hour. For Thursday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. We're going to hit the 70s tomorrow, 73 for a high. Winds out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, looks like rain chances, good ones. A 60% during the day on Friday after 11 a.m. Mostly cloudy and 68 with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, we are looking at a 70% chance of showers, mainly before 11 p.m., mostly cloudy, overnight low of 42. Saturday, 30% chance of showers, mostly sunny and 65. And then sunshine back on Sunday, high of 68 there. And then we're back into the 70s next week. All right, it is 8:19. We're going to take a commercial break. Looks like about a 4-minute break here. And then joining us on the other side will be Brian Luck, Superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Love is in the air at Roswell Hyundai, and they want you to feel the love too with a $200 gift card to Lulu's Salon and Day Spa. Simply take a qualified test drive at Roswell Hyundai to be entered to win. The winner will be announced Friday, February 13th at noon on Facebook. Roswell Hyundai wants you to love your ride, and they've got a lot loaded up with beautiful vehicles that fit your needs and your budget. Stop by, test drive, and win. Make this Valentine's Day a whole lot sweeter at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
You can buy all the furniture you want, but can you accessorize? This is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. Transform your home by adding chic lamps, accent chairs, and unique statement piece artwork everyone will love and appreciate. Why live with basic walls and no ambience? Turn boring into colorful and pull that design genius from the depths of your heart. Your home will thank you, and so will we. Come see us at Glenn's on the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Marriage is a gift, and it's worth investing in. Join us for the Joy of Marriage Conference happening February 19th through the 21st at Church on the Move in Roswell, New Mexico. This is a Christian conference for married couples only, designed to strengthen your relationship, refresh your connection, and bring joy back to the center of your marriage. Enjoy special guest speakers, a delicious dinner, and a comedy show that will have you laughing together. Don't miss it. Register now at cotmroswell.com/JOM. That's cotmroswell.com/JOM.
Time to move into a new year at the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in Roswell. Valentine's fabrics are here and spring fabrics are arriving daily with a great selection of quilts, Valentine shirts, and rope bowls made right here at the Calico Cow. And Brothers sewing machines are on sale now. Plus, the Calico Cow can fix and perform maintenance on all brands. Out of town? Log on to RoswellQuilting.com to order. We ship direct. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come see the cow.
Roswell Nissan presents Van Man and the J Squad. In the shadowy streets of this dusty town, one hero stands ready. Van Man, leader of the J Squad, the Caped Car Lot Crusaders.
We're on the prowl, squad. Crushing rates are strangling our citizens, but we've got the firepower to blow them away.
Holy double-digit APR, boss. That monster crushing rates is crushing another family's dream ride.
And look, Upside Down Trade has a block down tight. Time to smash through.
Van Man and the J Squad strike with full force. Super-powered savings detonate across Roswell Nissan.
0% financing up to 60 months on the unstoppable 2025 and 2026 Nissan Murano. And on all new 2026 Nissan Rogues. Plus $3,000 cash on the sleek 2025 Nissan Altima.
Our tax refund special begins now. Roswell Nissan will double your down payment up to $2,000.
And Parts Department heroes get 15% off all over-the-counter parts to keep your machine in fighting shape.
Race to Roswell Nissan right now. 2111 West 2nd Street and join the fight for justice and unbeatable deals.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. China has more English speakers than the United States. They have more Chinese speakers, too. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 23 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, Superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, Brian Luck, back with us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. I'm glad we're talking under much warmer circumstances.
Yeah. We were just talking about that a second ago, that 2 weeks ago, it was, I mean, we weren't even above 30 by this time that day. And
we were just locked in this tundra for a week. And now, oh, what a difference a week makes, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And crazy thing is I think we finally melted our last piece of snow in our parking lot. I know there's other parking lots in town. And oh, gosh, thank you to the people that helped us. And you know, we said it that day as far as our businesses and our parents. I can't thank you enough. And you know, I'd say I was sorry, but I couldn't have prevented it at all. I mean, we nothing that we could have done would have said, you know, shy of having, you know, a crew of snowplows that sit idly by in a barn somewhere that would get me in trouble for having taxpayer dollars being wasted. But no, it was a heck of a deal. It's a neat thing for the town. You know, I mean, it's one of those, you know, for the kids that they'll remember what that was like when they were, you know, pocket that memory away. And
a week of snow, a week of school.
Yeah, we had a week of snow that one year, and I wonder if we're going to get that never, ever again for you guys. Now, not till you're adults, and then you got to go to work.
Yeah.
So
then the life goes on. But yeah. But and that's you just and to be honest, you know, it's the factors of everything. You always want to err on the side of caution when it comes to safety and children. That's just what you got to do. B, we live in New Mexico. We live in southeast New Mexico. We are not prepared, nor do we have the budgets, nor would we'd have to be swimming in like Scrooge McDuck type money to spend the kind of money and make sense of having an army of snowplows for something that happens once every decade or whatever it is. It just doesn't make financial sense and everything else. Now, if we were living in Michigan where these things are used every day and all that for a whole season, that's one thing, but we just don't. So we're not equipped. So yes, when a back road doesn't see sun all week and temperatures are below freezing the whole entire time, it's just not going to melt.
Well, when I came in the other day, I just knew it was happening. And about 11:30, 12 o'clock that day, I went, and my go-to spots that week were the Schoolhouse Road out by East Grand Plains, and then East Grand Plains Road, and then there's one that is right in front of Blair's Trading Post. And I took that all the way to the Wild Crossing. And when I got on that road, I was just devastated. I was like, holy cow. I was like, not happening.
Yeah.
And I said, I am in 4 inches of slush, and it's not going anywhere. And then and granted, it was passable in a car, but like you said, in a bus, and that just, I can't screw that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can screw a lot of stuff up. Believe me, I can screw a lot of stuff up. But when it comes to that one, I just kind of had to get to the spot where I was
at the end of the day, I'm sitting here thinking, well, I'm sure he can handle a little ribbon for cancel school versus it happening and then a bus crashes or something out there during the commute out there.
Yeah, and you know, as far as a community person as to, you don't want to be the one that runs into the bus, and our town takes care of itself. You know, I mean, we'll look out for the buses, we look out for the kids on the bus stops. Ironically, one of the funniest things with the bus contractors, they said, you know, they went downtown too, and they said it's almost like it was planned that everywhere there was a bus stop, there was snow. The street for 4 blocks prior to that could have been clear, but where they were going to have to come to a stop,
right?
Either the kids crossing the street was covered in snow or ice, or right where they parked the bus.
It's just,
and I was just like, well, I think the kids planned that.
Yes, exactly.
You know, good planning makes for good results.
Exactly. I picture in my head almost like the Santa elf minions with the ropes and rappels, and they come down and they're like, all right, angle it just a little bit.
Yep.
That's low enough.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. And you know what was interesting is even Sunday, a week ago Sunday, I went back out and I was just like, I'm driving these roads again. And I mean, boy, it was so nice to hit those roads and be like, okay, this feels better.
It feels safe.
And the crazy one for me was the where we come across the Artesia Highway coming from basically like Leprino, and there's a pretty good hill right there, and even the bus company said, man, that part right there is tough on a regular day,
right?
As far as getting across with the traffic, and you know, you've got a steep incline, and they said if there's anything there, but we got it done, and again, hats off to our maintenance crew for the work that they did. You know, everybody involved. Can't thank everybody enough.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, and here's the thing, even when those buses, they still have to go out there and run them, start them. When those diesels and they get down in those cold temperatures, they got to run them and all that stuff. So even though the buses may not have been hitting the streets, I'm sure they were on them, working on them 24/7 during that time.
If you see it on social media, it's got to be true. And there was one of them was like, well, we're not having school because I heard that because I've got from good sources that the buses won't start. And so I called the bus company and I said, hey guys, I said, I've heard a rumor that, and they're like, hang on, wait, we're starting our buses real quick, just a second.
Right.
And then I could hear the buses in the background. I was like, and they're like, what'd you need? And I said, never
mind.
I'm good. Thank you. So, and that's the other thing. We had kind of a little snafu the day going up to it where wires got crossed and we had an entity in town, just leave it at that had posted that we were closing early. And I'm sitting there,
what?
I'm, spraining my elbow, patting myself on the back that we're going to be able to get to the end of the day and we don't have to release early. And all of a sudden that post, and it wasn't from us. But here we go.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my goodness. And so we went into defense mode and for literally 45 minutes, I was on the phone texting and notifying
putting out
people.
the fires. Like, no.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing is if we are going to do something like that, we will always notify our parents.
Sure.
We're not going to leave it up to one place or another or one, just Facebook or just a robocall. We are going to go out with multiple sets of information. So,
but you will get the robocalls.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
if you religiously get the robocall, you will get the robocall.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get the robocall on that,
didn't happen.
Then it did not happen.
Yeah,
So,
or you're free to be late.
Yeah.
As far as if something does come up, and again, I have made a commitment that emergencies are the only reason I'm going to do an in-day robocall. If we have to close the school, if we have to do something like that,
Sure.
or God forbid something happen at a building, that's. So between 8 and 3, if you see our number, you need to answer it.
Right.
Something's not good. You
Muy
need to answer
importante.
it. Yeah, but other than that, we put out we try to use our social media accounts, our Facebooks and stuff like that, and the class dojos. That's probably especially for my elementary school.
Sure.
That's my better, quicker route to get information out to the parents.
And I know Brian, he's real good about getting out to us, and so we always try to share
thank you.
whatever information you give us to get to the public. We try to get it out as if we can't do it directly on the radio, through our own social media. So
well, and it. I don't think people quite understand the undertaking that is. The last thing we want to do is cancel a school day, and so you don't just snap your fingers and that happens.
Sure.
It's the college, and I had an individual from a state agency, and they were like, "You're killing me," and I said, what do you mean? And they said, we actually have it in our policy that if the schools are closed, our employees don't have to go to work.
They follow your lead, yeah.
And I said, well, tell them we were kidding. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I was like, I can't help you, man.
I can't speak for you guys.
Yeah, I was like, well,
talk to your board.
I think I'd rewrite that policy if it was me. But that just went to show me, though, that there are so many businesses and so many entities in our town that are committed to the families and the kids.
Beat. Yeah.
And so it's like, the last thing I want to do, and we've got the windy season still yet to come, and I don't know. I have no idea what this season holds. We had a lot of moisture. Does that mean we're going to not have the dirt? Or does that mean we're going to have the tumbleweeds and the needle grass? And I don't know. I wish I could predict that, but again, we'll
just have a nice spring.
What a noble concept that would be. But. Tis the part of the business.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Keeps me employed, I guess.
All I know is I'm pretty sure baseball players in New Mexico can't play baseball unless there's a 30-mile-an-hour wind. So,
well, I laugh. I went to, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before last. I did not do a game for a high school baseball season that I did not have like 300 jackets in the car and a portable heater.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until June that we actually got to wear our shorts and not worry. But like you said, the wind, it is southeast New Mexico.
Yeah.
The wind's going to blow.
It happens. Yeah. That's why golfers are so good here, right?
Dang right. Dang right. They can play that all day, buddy. So
good deal. Well, there was a school board meeting.
Yes, sir.
This week.
Yes,
here.
sir.
As far as I'm guessing, you guys have probably talking budget stuff here pretty quickly.
Getting
You
close.
know, kind of there's that point where, you know, now kind of the departments are, I guess, putting their P's and Q's together, and then they'll be hitting you guys.
Well, yeah. So one thing we're watching out of Santa Fe, House Bill 253, which is a potential reduction in our SCG, which is our how we're funded, in immediate. So I think we've dodged a monster hit, and can start making some plans. So we've got winter budget going on next week.
Gotcha.
And then spring budget probably here in another 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's kind of a quick hit. Legislator will any types of raises, etc. That's pretty crucial for us, and then we really start the process of starting to knock that out. Mike Sexton and his team are about ready to start putting out some invites. You know, as far as parents can be a part of the budget process, and then you know we kind of talk to them a little bit how we make the soup, and then before the year's over, we'll have a presentation to the board, and we'll present what we're going to call final. And move on from there. But, you know, you've got, haven't heard a lot about raises this year. In years past, you know, it's a 30-day session, and it is.
Sure.
Gosh, I was up there last Friday, and it is a race. Holy cow. Hats off to our legislature. I know I say that all the time, and I'm not pandering. Yes, I am. But, I mean, I'm not pandering as far as the work that they're doing up there. It's intense. And
and there's such a night and day difference between a 30-day and a 60-day session when it comes to that kind of thing. I mean, really, the 60-day, they goof off for 30 days. They, like a better term.
I didn't say that. You said that. Make no doubt, please. I did not say that.
There's a whole lot of backslapping and yakety yakking is all I'm saying. But in the 30 days, they don't mess around. They focus, and it is. Now, that being said, there isn't generally a whole lot of new legislation introduced during a 30-day either. It's mostly focused on budget and things like that. But it's fast and furious. Yeah.
Well, and the thing about it, I mean, so year 4-ish, 4 or 5, as far as the way it works out for me, and really getting to pay a lot more attention to that part of my job. Have been up there 3 times this year in a 30-day session. Love that little drive. Actually, it's not a bad drive, but you know, getting up there and being a part and feeling like you kind of have a little bit of a voice.
Sure.
Walking into the, you know, knowing where I'm going when I get there, knowing who I'm going to, you know, kind of knowing what we're doing there.
Sure.
No, sticking with that, and you know, there's a lot going on, and I can't remember. I might have saw a post or something, and it was, you know, just stay active if that so intrigues you, and if it doesn't intrigue you, but you might want to, you know, just pay a little bit of attention, because there's a lot going on up there, and our guys are working hard, regardless which party. They're working hard, and I do mean that. I mean, that's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. It's like a whole new world, but they do a pretty good job with it.
Absolutely, and I know a lot of the values that our representatives down in this part of the state don't necessarily jive with the folks up there, particularly with education and some of these different bills on the table here. So, it's dogfights for a lot of them. So,
tell you what's neat is when you actually see two of the sides working together,
the compromise,
and the compromise, and then, you know, you're a part of it, and then you get to the finished product, and then you have somebody kind of come in and they say, okay, here's what happened, and to get this side gave up this, and to get this side gave up this, and it was really ugly for this, but you know what, at the end of the day, you know, in 2 months this is agreed upon that this is going to kick in. So you get to see it. Senator Souls, I think it's called How the Sausage is Made, is the name of his book. And you get to see how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. It's and when, well, at the end of the day, that's when good government works, when people actually talk about it, debate it, and you know all perspectives are heard and addressed on this.
School Boards Association had a winter retreat up there the other day, and Board President Edwards and Mrs. Kirk were up there for representing Roswell, and neat, you know, get to be around everybody, and they had some neat presentations from Representative Romero and Senator Souls, and then got to ask some questions. So I drove home and I felt good about it.
Sure.
As far, I may not like everything that comes out of it, but as far as the way the process works, I think it does what it's supposed to do. And you know, as a taxpayer, I feel good about that it's
the end
whatever
result.
it's supposed to be working like, it's working like that. So
yeah, exactly.
Feels neat.
It's the big world we live in.
Oh,
Art
yeah.
of compromise sometimes.
At our board meeting last night, we had some really neat recognitions. Early college high school. So the state posted their rankings a couple months ago, and early college high school did not come out as a spotlight school. And Kenneth Bewley, our data and assessment guy, was like, "Wait a minute, you're wrong." And I tell you what, he's such a mild-mannered guy, but I would not want to have read some of his emails if they were addressed to me. The way he was working with Santa Fe is like, these kids have earned it. The staff has earned it.
He was fighting.
And we fought for him. And we got them to understand that they had made a mistake. And so very graciously,
that's awesome.
The mistake was acknowledged, and early college high school back in a spotlight school. Top 25% of the schools in the state. Again, Nancy Lopez. Also in that realm, want to do a quick shout out. Pecos Elementary School was 0.7% points away.
Missed it by this much.
Yeah, and I was super proud when I saw that because they have made some serious gains.
Sure. The progress that's going on there.
Yeah, roughly 409 schools, elementary schools-ish in the state that we pulled out for our little survey. We make a traditional graph,
Gotcha.
where you've got 4 or 5 schools that are in this end, the large chunk in the middle, and maybe 1 or 2 that are over in the other end. So really proud of the work that they've done. Carla Steinhardt and her team, Miss Cole and her team they've done a phenomenal job to get everybody there. But got the chance to recognize Miss Lucy Hall and her school last night. Had 2 individuals that work in our maintenance department that completed their GB98 contractor license exam. I didn't realize how much went into that until they started talking about it. And Jeremy Ledesma and David Wolf, we honored, recognized them last night in front of the board. Boy, they didn't want to get up in front of people, but it allows our maintenance staff to, we don't have to go seek individuals when we're looking at, signing off on things. So super proud of those 2 men. Had honored 2 teachers last night, national board certified teachers. So 4.5% of New Mexico teachers are national board certified. So basically, you submit yourself to a program, you take a test, and if you are board certified, that is across the country. So every state recognizes. Every state recognizes board certification. So
this is
national board.
Pretty rare honor here.
It is.
Rare.
It is. And New Mexico ranks 8th in the nation. I want to say, Roswell is towards the top of the list for board certified teachers per capita. Caitlin Gore, our first elementary school teacher to become board certified, and then Corey Cogdill over at Goddard, secondary guy, the board certified. It's just shy, in my opinion, it's just shy of like a PhD.
Wow.
As far as it's more intensive than a master's course. Probably not quite to the PhD level, but I mean, the people that do these courses, I mean, when they come out of it, they're drained. It wipes them out. But really proud for them. $10,000 stipend, courtesy of the state of New Mexico.
Very nice.
So a good financial windfall for them, and something that they can tack up for their retirement as well.
Not to mention the stuff they learn gets to trickle down and benefit the district, and
Yes.
that knowledge and resources that they bring now to the table as they pursued this basically top 4% of teachers in the country here.
Well, and what we're finding is that thanks to the town and to the financial workings that we've got going on, we're second highest salary in the state of New Mexico for teachers, and it's paying off. I mean, our turnover rate is the lowest it's ever been.
It's great
since I've been there, but it's also one of the lowest it's been in the last 20 years. The number of vacancies we have is down to, compared to what it's been in years past, hardly anything. And we're maintaining our highly qualified, our level 3s, and our higher, our long in the tooth level 2 people that don't want to. They don't want to leave. They're looking to do the right thing. They've got their high 5. They're working for that, and God bless them for that. Because at the end of the day, I've got good teachers, good veteran teachers in classrooms that are staying.
Yeah.
And that's always a win-win for us. So, and it's a win-win for our kids.
Shows also the depth of what they care about these kids. You know, the job is what's, you know, like you said, they kind of found their niche and they want to just stay there because that's what they like. And that's probably sitting day in and day out with these children, whether on the floor, in the classroom, whatever they're doing, you know, whatever age it is.
Well, and I just want to address something real quick too. So right now in the state of New Mexico, you can set out 90 days. You can retire. You can set out 90 days and you can work up 72 months, basically 5 years. And you can double dip. And, you know, I've had a couple people approach me and they said, well, that's going to cost the district money. And I said, well, to a point. You know, I said, if they come back, you know, they want to come back to the district, we will pay them basically the salary they left at. Yes. So we're still paying that salary. But as far as their retirement, that's a whole other entity.
Right.
So, I mean, even that right there, you're still winner if you've got people that still have little gas in the tank and still feel like they've got something to give to the kids. And
not to mention, I would imagine anytime you have 20-plus year teachers in your school, you want to pick their brain a little bit for some of them first, second-year teachers.
Well, and you
too,
take the influx that we have of our alt licensed teachers that maybe they did or maybe they haven't gone through any kind of formalized educational training, and you pair them with a seasoned veteran that enjoys coming to work and is happy to be there, and it makes all the difference in the world.
Yep.
And for them too, you get a little bit of that youthful enthusiasm that kicks in, and it kind of
charges their barter a little bit.
It kind of reminds them, you know, boy, I remember when I first did this, and you know, get off my lawn, and maybe not, you can play on my lawn, kind of a deal.
Absolutely,
Had a couple other reports came out last night. Mr. Bewley went over our middle of the year data, a very thorough assessment report, kind of talking about growth versus proficiency.
Okay.
Going to give you a buzzword. So it's called the white pages. So I'll email you that. It's a report that was put on. 26 districts participated in it, talking about why the state of New Mexico uses a test that they don't give to everybody versus something that we could give to everybody, and how we would actually rank if we did that versus a percentage of kids across the state. So gonna tease the audience with that's more to come on that.
All right. But could lead to really a new approach on how this is done. Assessments done here.
We would springboard from last to about middle of the pack.
Wow.
Right away. And I'm a little perplexed. So without speaking a ton about it, I'm sure there are people a whole lot more vested and smarter than me with that. So there's got to be a good reason we're not highlighting our kids and showing how great our work is. I digress. I'll leave that one there. But also talked a little bit about some of our CTE programs and the work that we're doing, aligning it so that our kids, you know, we've had talks about this all the time. Had a welding team from Roswell High. Yes, a welding team from Roswell High.
I love it.
Is actually participating in the, I didn't know there was such a thing as the Texas Sun Belt Welding Organization. And
please tell me they weld their own like championship belt.
Well, they would, but it'd be too heavy. But I tell you what's cool about it. The Mr. Boardman and his team, and the majority of their competitions have been Central Texas, Snyder, Abilene, that area. So they get over there and they go compete, and they're ranked pretty high. I want to say at one time they were 1-2 in that little association.
Okay.
So came back from El Paso the other day. Obviously, my phone had heard me talking about it, and so I start getting these posts on my Facebook through the reels, and I was just like, well, there you go. There's our kids.
Oh, nice.
So really cool for that. We had a competition here a couple of weeks ago, looking for another competition in the spring.
Awesome.
But you know, great things. You know, great things are happening with that. Now, the side piece to that though is kids got to sign up for it. You know, I mean, we're starting to be able to produce the opportunities for them.
We just need more kids saying, "Hey,
I just need them to
I want to pursue it."
Need them to jump on. And I know Mr. Boardman. I'm pretty sure he's not listening to me right now, but if he was, he would say, "My classes are full."
All I know is people that choose welding as a profession rarely go broke.
Tell you what, between the welding and the aviation industry here, you know, we partner with Dr. Powell And I would say this too, and I've lived here my entire life, went to school at this college for 2 years. Last summer, Dr. Powell took me on a tour of the updates in their buildings with their medical building, with their automotive tech building. I thought I had been in the aviation building, but boy, was I wrong. We have a gold mine here sitting on the ground, and they're begging to be taken advantage of. So please take advantage
and
of
all
that.
these things lead to great career foundation, family building type professions and things like that.
Well, and you start to see the fruits of the labor come out as we have our kids. A very close friend of mine, and he is 21, graduated from the aviation maintenance, hooked on with a good job, number one, hooked on with a great job, number two, within about 3 months. Him and his wife, 2 kids, just things are going great, and it's like, ta-da!
Yeah.
It is possible here in Roswell.
Absolutely.
So.
But I love that the welding and I love that they're, and to be honest, it does, depending on the type of welding that they go to do, that's perfect training. I mean, there are some kind of like high adrenaline type welding careers, underwater diving type weldings and things like that, where it's time pressure and things. And so I imagine some of these competitions kind of are a training tool to those directions if you want to go in there.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you've ever welded next to me, every bit of it's high adrenaline. We'll springboard from that one into Skills USA, and they had received a grant. So anything over $1,000 we take before the board. So Monica Rodriguez-Hudson and the Goddard team came before the board last night for board approval, and the competition up in Albuquerque, I actually got to witness some of that last year. And the kids in the parking lot with a pile of lumber and make this. And, our Goddard team that participated in that one, there were 3 kids, and they were participating against teams of like 15 or 20. And they knocked it out.
That's awesome.
And so you generally don't think of that, but that's what we're trying to do, a reset with our town is like, okay, we heard you loud and clear. And we don't view it as going backwards to go forwards. We look at, we're going forward differently to take everybody forward.
Absolutely.
But that crew is going to go up to Albuquerque here in another couple of weeks, actually. Spring breakish, I believe.
Okay.
Had a donation from Roadrunner Food Bank to University High School. So a little bit of money to help them.
Excellent.
Do some work to better store for their community food drives that they do out there.
They do a lot of great food distribution stuff out there.
Side note to that, had a snafu the other day. There was a QR code that the people were asked to scan so that they could do their name and their address and I think how many live in the house.
Yeah.
That's it. And some way somehow, I mean, we've all been on our phones, most of us, and kind of got into a rabbit hole. And one of the people that were participating was asked to put in their bank account information.
Oh,
okay. We will never ask for your bank account information.
Nope.
I don't want it. That is so not us. So if that's happening, that is definitely not us.
Never. Yep.
Yes.
Huge red flag.
Oh yeah, major red flag. And then I had one of our teachers from Mountain View Middle School had applied for a grant, the Jack Miller Center for Teaching America 250. So kind of with the America Turning 200 to 250, with Juliana Halverson's group that I'm a part of with that for Roswell. He is going to go out back east. I can't remember the name of the town. I want to say might be Washington, Baltimore, something like that. And his eighth grade students at Mountain View are going to help write a book.
Oh, cool.
And I was just like, okay, so we've got a coloring book that came out of early college. We're fixing to have a kid's book talking about, history in America.
Cool.
And I was just like, man, this is awesome.
This is cool.
And he came up last night and spoke about it and phenomenal young teacher. And it was refreshing. And
cool.
It was, it felt good to see somebody that passionate about what he's doing. And he walked away and one of my board members, I can't remember which one it was, they leaned over and they said, I bet his class is fun.
Yeah.
And I wish I could have been in a class like that. And I said, thank you. There you go.
Yep.
That's what we're after right there. What a compliment to pay the teacher, the staff, and the principal of that building.
Absolutely.
That's so cool. So
creating experiences at these his students will have probably the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
That teacher,
Absolutely. If I can real quick, want to finish up with, we are fixing to be knee deep in district basketball.
Yes. Yes.
And I will say everybody's cranky at our basketball games. Our officials, our coaches, our kids, you name it. So cut everybody a little bit of slack.
Everyone take a deep breath.
Everybody take a deep breath. It's just basketball, and it's going to be okay.
Have a Snickers before you go in.
Oh, if only you could. And our concession stand profit would love that 100%. But
have a Snickers.
No, and I everybody wants to see the fruit of their labor come to fruition. And I would like for all of my parents to be able to get to finish watching their kids play. I don't see us having a problem or an issue, but we've had a couple, little flare-ups here and there. And it's just been mostly, one or two individuals. And it's not just Roswell people. It's people from out of town. And we would really rather that we don't have to ask somebody to leave a game. So please just remember we're almost done. It's been a long season. Check your cranky at the door.
I know it doesn't always feel right, but always taking the high road is the right way to do it in this situation.
And the other thing, if that's you probably know that's you, set up in the top. I laugh. I sit in the balcony just because I sit in the balcony so I can see. I coach basketball, I play basketball, and I like the nuances of the game. So I enjoy watching from up high.
The overall
and I do not mind if you get somebody. I've sat up there a lot of times where people recognize that they just can't. And the closer they are to the court, they're liable to be heard. So, pick and choose where you sit. If you want to sit in the front row, well, you're going to get front row treatment. So, just come to the game, enjoy them. Like I said, we're hoping that we get some teams in our state tournament. Got some good basketball going on right now.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And if you can't, always tune in with Gene and the crew, and they do a phenomenal job.
KSVPTV.com. We have the Got It Rocket channel, the Roswell Coyote channel, whichever team you root for, we got you covered.
What you need, all kidding aside, is the all team channel. So that on the phone at the same time, maybe not with the audio, but it's both games.
There you go.
So,
like a red
that
zone.
I don't have to keep going back and forth whenever I'm in a board meeting. Not that I've ever done
We'll work
that.
on a red zone maybe.
Please,
We can do it.
please. No, I've never done that in a board meeting. But I mean, if I was going to.
But if one would.
Yes.
One would.
Yes. So.
Either that or we get you a Dr. Evil cell phone thing. We got one on one over here and one on the other.
I've done that
too. We're almost out of time. Is there any other things we definitely want to make sure we cover before we wrap things up?
I'm good, Mike. Like I said, we've got our President's Day coming up Monday, Community Learning Day. We've also got parent-teacher conferences on Friday, so no school on Friday. And then we got a pretty good little stretch. And February's over. Blink an eye and it's gone.
Yep.
On into March, and here we go.
Yep. And then is spring break in March or April? I don't know.
March. This one is maybe second, third week of March. I think it's it's after state basketball. So,
okay.
And then next year it's a little later.
Gotcha.
You're welcome. I didn't do it.
Yeah, but after spring break, you'll be like summer's right there.
Yeah. And it is. and yeah. And here we go with field trips and all the fun stuff.
Absolutely. But you know what? It sure beats COVID talk and everything else. We're just talking about normal school.
Mike, we're not going to talk about that
activities
and
events.
We weren't going to talk about that.
Anytime they're like, but remember, at least we're not talking about this.
Yep.
So that's the good thing. And it's all good stuff. So, well, good deal. Well, I'm glad, as always, we do appreciate the visit. It's so cool to see all these great teachers and organizations within the school district are thriving and just doing bigger, better things, and it's just all sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Well, holler for anything else, and
likewise.
Hopefully we're done talking about weather for this school year. So hopefully, at least
if only.
Yeah, I'm going to be optimistic that we're not going to have to deal with any more weather related issues the rest of this school year.
We'll put a burrito on it, and I hope I buy you a burrito.
Very good. Well, thank you, sir,
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll see you next time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, it is 8:58. Let's get you update with some news before more news. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. That closure of the El Paso International Airport in Texas was short-lived. Earlier this morning, the FAA announced it was closing airspace around the airport for a total of 10 days for security reasons, but now the FAA has announced the airspace has been reopened. It's business as usual at El Paso. He was detained, questioned, and then he was released. Investigators working the Nancy Guthrie disappearance detained the individual in an overnight traffic stop. They later searched a home in Rio Rico, Arizona. It's about an hour's drive south of Tucson, near the border with Mexico. The man questioned denies any knowledge of the Guthrie case. Then a deadly mass shooting happened in a school in rural western Canada. Stocks have gone into the red now on Wall Street. The Dow is down 146 points. More details, srnnews.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 47.2% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Is this true? I'd say chances are about 50%. Here's Mike Winters.
And we are closing in on 9 o'clock. Town Hall News is coming up next. We'll be back on the other side of Town Hall News. Stay tuned next hour. We'll have Larry Martin and the folks from the Literacy Council join us talking about their Knowledge Bowl that'll be coming up here. We're excited about that. That's always a fun time. So that's coming up next hour. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. That closure of the El Paso International Airport, announced earlier this morning, turned out to be short-lived.
The FAA had announced it was shutting down airspace in the El Paso, Texas area through February 20th for security reasons, meaning all flights to and from El Paso International Airport would be grounded during that period. Now the Federal Aviation Administration says it has lifted the temporary closure, saying there was no threat to commercial aviation and that all flights would resume. A Trump administration official tells the Associated Press that the airspace over El Paso was closed after Mexican cartel drones breached airspace, but that the Defense Department took action to disable those drones.
Correspondent Donna Warder. He was detained, he was questioned, and then he was released. Investigators working the Nancy Guthrie disappearance detained the individual during an overnight traffic stop. They later searched a home in Rio Rico, Arizona. It's about an hour's drive south of Tucson, near the Mexican border. The man questioned denies any knowledge of the Guthrie case. It's been a deadly mass shooting in rural western Canada.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police say 8 people, including the suspect, are dead after a shooting at a small school in British Columbia. And they say 2 more people were found dead at a home believed to be connected to the incident. In addition, another 25 people were injured, including 2 airlifted to hospital with life-threatening injuries.
Correspondent Ben Thomas reporting. Wall Street has turned lower following release of the January jobs report. Surprisingly robust 130,000 jobs created last month. And on Wall Street, stocks are in the red. The Dow down 240 points, while the NASDAQ trading 62 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
In Iran, the regime is marking the 47th anniversary of the overthrow of the Shah. The BBC's Lise Doucette is in Iran.
It's a cold winter's evening here in Tehran, and fireworks are lighting up the night sky. On our first day in the capital, we went to Revolution Square and found it decked out in brightly painted murals of smiling Iranians. It's all part of the 10 days of ceremonies marking the 47th anniversary of the revolution. And as the fireworks explode, we can hear the sounds of people chanting from their windows, some in support of the government, others shouting, "Death to the dictator."
Iran's president now says his country is open to nuclear negotiations, although the U.S. remains highly suspicious of the death to America regime's true motives. President Trump considering sending another aircraft carrier into the region. News and analysis, townhall.com. One of baseball's top pitchers of the modern age is returning to where it all began for his 21st season.
Justin Verlander is going back to his first big league team, agreeing to a one-year, $13 million contract with the Detroit Tigers. The deal for the three-time AL Cy Young Award winner includes $11 million in deferred payments. Verlander, who turns 43 on February 20th, is looking to rebound from a frustrating year with San Francisco. His 266 victories are tied for 34th on baseball's career list. His 3,553 career strikeouts are 8th and closely trailing Don Sutton's 3,574. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
A Russian drone struck a home in Ukraine's Kharkiv region overnight, killing a father and his 3 young children. Their mother, who is 35 weeks pregnant, was seriously injured in the Russian attack. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder, and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil witch and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy deer news.
Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody. You made it to the middle of the week. Congratulations.
Yeah.
At least the weather's decent.
Blue skies and sunshine. Can't ask for much better.
A little cooler today, but can't complain. I mean, a week ago was tundra and all the other nonsense. So, 60s. And
we've been through it all.
Like, I'm going to have to bring a light jacket today. This is amazing. But man,
dug our way through a mile-long tube of nonsense to get to the warm banks of Zewataneo.
There you go. And then we might get rain this weekend. For Saturday, Friday at least.
Getting everything.
Friday and maybe a little Saturday.
Well, spring preview.
Yeah. Don't forget Valentine's Day is Sunday.
Yes.
Coming up this weekend and
Saturday.
Saturday, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not Saturday. If you wait till Sunday, you're screwed. Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Good news is, DQ's got you covered.
Yes.
Head on over to the North Main Dairy Queen and ask them about their Cupid cakes. Ask for it by name. They're delicious and delectable Dairy Queen treats, perfectly sliced for 2. And they're priced right at a sweet $16.99. You can choose between a chocolate-dipped strawberry, a red velvet, or, if that don't fancy you, customize your cake with any of DQ's Blizzard flavors.
What's your go-to?
I'm a triple chocolate dude.
Okay, so
you know
chocolate,
me.
yeah, chalk on chalk.
I go chocolate hardcore.
I dig it. I like to venture into Blizzard of the Month flavors just to kind of like dip a toe.
Yeah.
But you always got to have that standard one seed turtle.
Turtle's a good one.
Be a good turtle.
Turtle would. I mean, And I'm a mark for the Reese's, the peanut butter and chocolate combo. So anytime you go there,
and learn your significant other's DQ Blizzard order. It's very important. I know for a fact my kid's mom's is Reese's, extra Reese's.
There you go. Can't lose with that one.
That's right.
There too. And my wife, she would, you know what hers would be? It would be a mint or like if there was like a Girl Scout cookie mint one, that would be her jam.
If they were doing like the flavor of the month and you had like a thin mint, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
I tend to not like mint flavored ice cream. There's just something about it that it doesn't sit well with
like
me.
Junior Mints, York Peppermint Patties, those are her jam as far as candy.
They're like a peppermint.
Yeah.
I enjoy a thin mint though. That for some reason that is
that's why there's always a pile of Sonic mints sitting here on my thing, because anytime I get Sonic, I don't eat them, but I save them out of the bag, and then she comes and eats them.
You're an adorable old couple that you save each other's hard candies.
I do. I always have it. There's only one here right now, but there's usually at least a couple peppermints there for when she shows.
Or when Kim does good. Here's the hard candy.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'd be down with a red velvet.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, get your Blizzard cakes, or to get you any of your flavor. They're perfect treat for two, and an awesome way to show your sweet how special you are to them. Come by and get your Cupid Oasis or Cupid cakes today at Dairy Queen. Now you got to go to the one on North Main, 1900 North Main in Roswell. If you go to the one on Second, they have Blizzards but not the cakes.
Yep.
They may have a Kula with a couple pre-made jobbers, but if you want a custom cake, no, you got to go to the one on North Main, Dairy Queen.
Go north, young man.
Yeah, so swing on by and go where happy tastes good.
Indeed.
And if you know anything that's not ice cream related, get one of their pretzel sticks. The soft pretzel with the cheese.
Those are good.
Yeah.
That with a little bit of the cheese, maybe some mustard on
I'm
top.
not supposed to eat those, so I don't. I do enjoy them.
I got to it made me chuckle. I was just doom scrolling last night on Facebook, as one does. Jesse McDaniel posted a ad from our local convenience store, our Allsup's Yes-Way.
Oh yeah, I saw the 2 burrito. Is that a real special?
It's a date deal. It's 2 burritos and 2 Snickers bars for $6.
Is that a real deal?
I don't know.
I hope to God it is.
Genuinely hope it is.
But I ain't gonna be a sweetheart deal.
No, that's just
my sweetheart
right.
deal. Me and
well, I don't know
myself and I.
I don't know how sweet that's going to be on your heart or your inside.
Oh yeah. But like a double fist Snickers and also fried burritos.
You gotta really enunciate when you say things like that. Double fist Snickers.
Hey, they should have used Reese's or Kit Kat.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Milky Way.
Yeah.
But I hope that's true.
Yeah,
I might just creep by an Allsup's just to see if I get 2 burritos and 2 Snickers for $6.
See, this is where you got to download the app. The app's where it's all at.
Allsup's has an app?
Oh, of course.
I'm sure I should have known that. I just never thought to download an Allsup's app. I never had to say, you know what I'm digging right now, an Allsup's app.
Well, see, that means that the clerks aren't doing their job, because they're supposed to ask you for your loyalty number, and if you don't have one, then they're supposed to recommend that you download their app to save more.
Now you got me thinking, how often do I actually go in an Allsup's? Like I'm in convenience store, like I'm in a Stripes, I'm in a Brewer, I'm in a couple different ones, but I'm trying to think, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I haven't just walked in an Allsup's.
It's absolutely a deal. Here it is right here. Celebrate Valentine's Day with date night. 2 beef and bean burritos and 2 Snickers bars for only $6.
Hey, if your date night consists of a Snickers bar and a beef burrito and you still love each other, God bless you.
Honey, you know what?
God bless you.
Why don't you upgrade hers to a chimney?
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Let's
feeling
curl
generous.
up to a movie and a bean burrito.
Well, it's great, too, because then the Dutch oven provides each other's warmth for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
You just keep each other's warm in the glow.
It's a cold night.
In the glow of the blow, so to speak.
There's a cold night of Netflix and Allsup's fried burritos.
If she falls asleep in the middle of the movie, you just pull the blanket up over her head and let nature take its course.
Allsup's. Oh,
yes, way.
On that note. Bean supper, music to follow.
Yeah, boy.
But all right, let's get the hour going. Let me give you the rundown for this hour of the show. We'll get you up to date with the weather and all that here in just a bit. Then we're going to have the folks from the Roswell Literacy Council join us. Larry and David will drop in. We've got their Knowledge Bowl. They've actually moved it back to the Knowledge Bowl season. It kind of got shifted to the fall and everything, but Knowledge Bowl is supposed to be kind of around the Super Bowl. That's kind of the whole bowl thing. So Knowledge Bowl is back in Super Bowl season, but we'll get the update from Larry and David here in just a few minutes. Then later on in the hour, we'll get you up to date with news of the local variety, Wall Street business updates, and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Before we do any of that, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We'll start off cloudy today, but we should get sunshine back in the afternoon. Pretty mild, our highs between 60 and 65. Overnight, some clouds, 40 to 45 on the lows. We'll start warming up on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Afternoon highs will be in the low 70s. Low pressure moving in from the southwest on Friday. That'll bring us a pretty good chance of rain. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 45 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 49% with winds out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour. Today, mostly sunny, 60s, low 60s, 63 for a high today with south winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, looking at an overnight low of 40 with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, we are hitting the 70s, sunny and 73 tomorrow. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 45. Friday, rain chances, pretty decent ones. We're looking at a 60% chance of rain after 11 a.m., mostly cloudy for the day with a high of 68. So it's still going to be relatively warm. Winds will be out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, we're looking at a 70% chance at showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 11 p.m., otherwise mostly cloudy, overnight low of 42. For the weekend, 30% chance of rain Saturday, mostly sunny and 65. Sunny on Sunday, highs in the upper 60s, 68 there, and then back in mid-70s on President's Day Monday here, 75. So not too bad there. A little bit of rain. We'll see. All right, it is 15 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and then we will talk Knowledge Bowl and Literacy Council on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Get ready, Artesia. On Friday, February 20th at 6 p.m., the Artesia Arts Council presents Josh Farley, Magic Across America. Award-winning illusionist Josh Farley, seen on Penn and Teller, Fool Us, Masters of Illusion Live, and Celebrities of Magic, is bringing his fast-paced, laugh-out-loud, mind-blowing show to 310 West Main Street. Expect impossible illusions, sharp comedy, and non-stop audience interaction that feels personal, surprising, and wildly fun. Want the ultimate night? Arrive early for VIP access. Meet Josh. Enjoy close-up magic. Get a signed poster and secure front row seats. Tickets are moving fast. Don't miss your chance to be part of the Magic Across America tour right here in Artesia.
Exciting news for Southeast New Mexico. The Advanced Heart and Vascular Center of New Mexico in Carlsbad, home to Dr. Amanda Ryan's trusted cardiology care for over 13 years, is now part of Current Clinic. That means world-class electrophysiology services right here in Southeast New Mexico. No more 3-hour drives to see a specialist. Current Clinic is bringing advanced, life-changing treatment for atrial fibrillation, AFib, and other heart rhythm disorders close to home. Early intervention for AFib can dramatically lower your risk of stroke, and our goal is to help our community understand just how important that is. You and your loved ones deserve comprehensive, cutting-edge heart care without leaving town. If you're experiencing an irregular heartbeat or AFib symptoms, expert care is now available locally. Visit currentclinic.com today to learn more and schedule your consultation. Current Clinic, easy access to comprehensive AFib care right here in Southeast New Mexico.
We have new dining furniture that will make you a hosting hero. This is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. Take a break from overpriced stores. Our top-notch tables come in dining and counter heights and feature 6 to 10 chairs with styles that are sure to impress your guests. Pair your table with luxurious buffets and servers to enhance the classic dining experience. All our tables are ready for immediate delivery, so buy from Glenn's today and dine on it tonight. Come see us on the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
Start the year strong with a home that's comfortable, efficient, and easy on your energy bills. The Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night, plus a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the all-star lineup at Roswell Honda. Leading the pack, the 2026 Honda Civic Sedan. Just 4.49% APR for 48 months. The 2026 Civic Hybrid, just 3.99% for 48 months. The 26 Honda HR-V, just 2.49% for 48 months. And the best-in-class 26 Honda CR-V Hybrid, just 2.49% for 36 months. Time to join the winning team at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. Try all 293 on the guy who keeps borrowing money from you. Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. It is 19 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Literacy Council, Larry Martin and David Heck back with us. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How's life treating you guys?
All right. Good.
Doing good? Doing good. How's the Super Bowl for you? Did y'all have a dog in that fight?
No.
No? Didn't care?
I watched it, but I didn't care.
I was kind of rooting for Seattle, but I'm not really.
Yeah.
Mr. May had a bad day.
Yeah. Well, that Seattle defense was pretty darn good. There's a reason they were in the Super Bowl, I guess, huh? Yeah. Pretty good. What about the food situation? Did y'all do any?
No
special cooking out or chips or pizza or something?
Pizza.
No, we didn't have anything.
No.
I think I had a peanut butter sandwich, maybe. But, lived it up.
Lived it up. Hey, get the crunchy. Yeah, all right. Very good. Well, folks, if you have never done this before, I highly hope you come out and try this for the first time. Once again, the Roswell Literacy Council is having their annual Knowledge Bowl event. Now, we've kind of shifted the time frame. It was kind of going in the fall there for a little bit, but we are back in kind of the, I guess, late winter, whatever you want to call this, not quite spring yet, time frame, February time frame, Super Bowl time frame. Yep. So. And for folks that don't know, explain what Knowledge Bowl is.
Well, it's a little like Jeopardy.
Yes.
We have a professional operator come in and run this, and he does it around town, so some people may be familiar with him, trivia people.
Yeah, they do that. If you ever go to, I know I've seen them at Liberty, a bunch of other places. Mind Pro Trivia is what those guys, Chris and Gina, and they, so they have taken over the trivia portion of the contest or the event here. So.
And the questions are not really trivia. They're things that you should know. However, most of us don't. So.
General knowledge type questions. Yeah. And it does kind of range from pop culture to history to basic, school skills, I guess you could say, English.
It helps to have a teenager on your team.
Yeah.
Some of them will be his. You won't have any idea what it's about.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You start getting into math and science, and I'm like, we got problems. I did not pay history class. I was a little more focused, but math and science, I drifted. I'm sorry. I had trouble paying attention in those classes a little bit. So I'm not a very big asset to your team on there. But if you want to know useless pop culture or sports or history, I got you back.
In any case, we do this as a fundraiser, but we invite all the high schools to send a team. And we don't really care. It doesn't take a teacher to send a team. You can have the football team show up.
Yeah.
As I'm concerned.
Could be
5 players.
Could be your lunch table at lunch there.
That's
Your
right.
buddies at the lunch table.
Yeah,
We
let's
all
go
hang
down and
out.
have fun on a Sunday afternoon. It's free for high schools. And last year, NEMI won. So
Yeah, and we want to get a bigger youth category, the youth representation out there.
Absolutely.
We would now we game on. I know a lot of times we'll get sometimes the other civic groups, like another Lions, a Lions group or a Kiwanis group or a Legion group or something like that will put their teams out there. I think I've seen some scout troops put some scouts in there a few times. So all game on, bring it on. But we'd love to see some high school age students representing out there a little bit.
we invited firemen and police to send a team last year. But they were too busy. But they would be fun. And,
well, hopefully they're not so busy this year. Hopefully, let's not commit any crimes or burn anything down for a couple hours on Sunday and see if we can let them go and enjoy an afternoon. And the great part is this is all for charity. All the money raised from this event goes back to the Roswell Literacy Council. It goes back to the great work, which for folks aren't familiar, it's exactly what the Literacy Council, to help people become literate. That's the main goal. They do it through many different avenues. Whether it's helping someone obtain their high school equivalency, or helping them attain their U.S. citizenship, or helping them obtain some kind of college degree, or some kind of or just to a level where they can truly say they can read and write and things. Whatever that platform they need to get them to, that's what the Literacy Council does, and it does it absolutely free of charge for the students. So and they work with everybody, youth to adults to everybody. If if you're not where you're needing to be literacy wise, they help you do that. So by you coming out and participating and putting your teams and competing and enjoying great snacks and beverages and fun, you're supporting, helping people obtain their literacy goals and dreams and making them true self-sufficient people in their lives. So that's what it's all about. So.
And the council's been around for 50 years, and people don't know much about it. We have our own little building. We have minimum expense. We work with the Red Cross.
They got candles. I'm just kidding. They have license.
And we have a nice building with some high-tech stuff in it. It's really cool. And if you, one reason we're here is that we could use some more tutors, because when we get people coming in, sometimes we can't.
Don't have enough volunteers.
We don't have a volunteer tutor, and we don't pay tutors like Dave and I. We're not paid. We're here for our own.
Strictly your own
volunteer.
Yeah, you want to serve, give back. So.
And it's not difficult. It's maybe.
Yeah, you don't have to be a professor or anything to be. If you understand basic math, writing, skills, there is a training that goes through it. Now, that being said, retired teachers or current teachers, folks that are teaching types, love to have you, because you obviously you kind of have the gift to teach, and we would love to utilize your services. But by all means, that is not a requirement to be a tutor as part of Literacy Council here. So
well, we just picked up one tutor this week that he retired several years ago. So he was talking about, gee, I'm not sure I can get back in the classroom very good. I said, no big deal, it'll come to you. I was not a teacher. I was just a talker.
Sure.
And I know math, so I can teach math real easy. But teaching English is a little bit more difficult.
Right, and see, that's just it. Yeah, you go where your strengths are here, and that's what you guys do, is utilize people's strengths and your strong suits, and let's use that to be the part. And so if you have a time, whether it's a couple hours a week or a couple days a month or whatever it is that you have available, we would love for you to reach out to the Literacy Council. Maybe start by coming out to the Knowledge Bowl and putting a team in and meeting some people and learning what it's all about. That'd be a good place to start. How about that?
Amen.
So, good deal. So as far as Knowledge Bowl goes, how do folks sign their teams up, and what's the deadlines and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I can give you a phone number to call. Basically, we'd like to know who the 5 are, but you don't really need to tell us till you show up.
Okay.
Sunday, 22nd of February, 2 o'clock. We'll start shortly thereafter that. There's plenty of parking. It's free.
And it's at the Joy Center, yeah.
Montana and 19th Street.
Yep, same place it is normally here.
Yes.
So.
And it's a nice place. They volunteer. give it to us free, and we make sure it's clean. We provide some refreshments.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you leave hungry, it's kind of your own fault.
That's right.
There's usually a ton of chips and cookies and pretzels and drink and all kinds of goodies there usually every time.
And I haven't seen anyone that didn't have fun. I mean, everyone's howling at some of the answers because everybody realizes we don't know everything.
That's right. Or you know it, but you don't know it. Like, I know, I can't think of the name. I can picture it, envision it. Yeah. You get some people's like, it's right there on the tip of my, and then someone says it and they're like, oh, that's what it was, But that's a lot of that happening. And I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of bragging rights going on here. There's
the Lions Club won last 2 years. And before that, the Eagles won and Altrusa won. In high school, the NIMI won, and before that, the Youth Challenge won high school.
So gauntlet has been thrown.
Yeah.
Come out and defend your crowns, or come take the title for yourself. But it's sure a lot of fun, and it's just a fun. And not football's over with. You don't have to worry about football no more. You don't have that excuse. Cowboys aren't going to lose on you this weekend. You don't have to worry about that. So you can come on out.
Superintendent Luck was talking about basketball the last hour.
That's true.
And
well, you know what?
We're competing with them, but they don't play on Sunday afternoons.
That's right. We can get a couple-hour window where you can keep your basketball aside. It's on 24/7 every night. It's basketball. It's basketball. I can't turn on the TV if I have a basketball game. We can get a 2-hour window here for some trivia and some fun and have a good time. And like you said, it's a team of up to 5. So you don't. I mean, ideally, the more the merrier. You want 5 because you want to get kind of like your super friends of group. If you have your math expert or your pop culture expert or your history expert, you kind of want to have a super group of that. But if you're a know-it-all, want to tackle it yourself or you and your buddy or whatever it is, there's nothing stopping you on there. But you got up to 5 to add on your team, and remind everyone what the cost is per team.
$100.
$100 per team.
It's a donation to a cause other than the schools.
Very good. So $100 per team. So if it's one of you, then you're on the bill. Let the bill yourself. There's 5 of you, then 4 of you can, $20 a pop here. So
I pulled up a picture of the winners. Dr. Clark, who's been around, he's still up and running, and Jack Babson was the winner in I think it was 2016.
Okay.
On the team. So that was cool. I know both of those gentlemen.
Yeah, so maybe that's your challenge.
Yeah.
It's like, I am a team. I'm a team of everything. I know it all. And you sit there with your plate of Oreos and just dominate.
I'll give a phone call here. Phone number, 575, 625-1369.
All right.
That's 625-1369.
Very good.
And you'll talk to our secretary, who is non-paid. She's a volunteer.
Okay.
And she'll register. Now, the idea is if you can register a team, we'll reserve a table for you. You can pay later, or at least show up, and we'll have a table set for you. So we're limited to about 24 tables.
Okay. And we would sure love to.
That, we gotta move some more, but we can do that. But
I would like for you to move some more. That would be a nice thing to have. A nice problem to have there. So we want to get I'd love to see as many teams where we're packing the room just full of teams from youth groups to the veterans to everyone in between there, and just having some fun. Let's bring out those optimists, them Kiwanis, them Lions. Come on out, bring out the Key Club, the soccer team, the cheerleaders. Bring them all out. Come on, let's have some fun and have fun with each other, but at the same time, let's do what we can to, raise as much money. Because at the end of the day, the more money, the more resources the Literacy Council has, the more people that get to benefit from that, the more people that get an opportunity to create or strengthen that foundation so they can be self-sufficient, independent, living without having, to worry about trying to find a job because they don't have any skill sets qualifying them to do so. It's a big deal. So really, I know it's a lot of fun. We're talking about having all this fun, but at the end of the day, it really is you're giving people opportunities to make positive impacts in their own lives by doing this.
Well, one reason we're here today is to let people know we even exist.
Yeah,
because we've been around for 50 years, but people still don't know. What? You're what? So, and it's nonprofit, so we don't have a lot of publicity. So this is our main thing.
Just getting out there, and maybe we need to do a fireworks show or something.
Maybe we can blow up the parking lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
we really need the fire department then.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, while you're here, put that out. But we would love to have folks come learn more about the Literacy Council. Come have some fun with us. Again, it's going to be Sunday, February the 22nd, at the Roswell Joy Center. Sign your teams up now by calling the Roswell Literacy Council. Give that number out one more time, Larry.
575-625-1369.
Call that number. Of course, if you don't have that, I'm sure you can get in the phone book or whatever for the Roswell Literacy Council. Certainly, if you go on Facebook, I believe there is a Roswell Literacy Council Facebook page that you can shoot a message and someone will get back to you on that one as well too. But sign up your team, start percolating and gathering your 5 now, and then like I said, sign up your teams now. Of course, you can pay and do everything there Sunday when you get there, and they'll have it. But RSVP in advance now. Get it done this week. That way you can save Larry a little headache here and get all that locked down, so they can lock down treats and snacks and foods for everybody. And let's get those teams going, and then start telling your buddies, encouraging the other teams to sign up. And I'd love to see. We got, like I said, we got room for 20. Let's double it. Let's see if we get 50 teams hanging out there somewhere.
Well, we'd like to fill the Civic Center someday.
That would be good.
Another one.
That would be good. And we can, almost like I remember as a kid, and I don't know if this got national or if it was just the D.C. area where I grew up, but they had this show called It's Academic. And it was very similar to a trivia thing, but it started with like area high schools, and then they would compete, and it got, I think, to a national level. And but it was on TV, like they would show it on like Sunday mornings on channel the NBC affiliate in the DC area. But It's Academic, and but this is very similar to that. But I'd love it to get something that big where it's all the schools do it and everything else. So. Anything as far as and of course, if anybody has any questions about anything as far as your teams or Literacy Council itself, or if you yourself are listening and saying, I could use the resources, please call, reach out, come out to the event, certainly on the 22nd, but reach out to the Literacy Council. Let's see what we can do to start to get the ball rolling on that. One more time, Larry, on the phone number.
575-625-1369.
Very good. Call it and get your teams together, or learn more about becoming a tutor, or if you want to get involved in helping out as a volunteer with the Literacy Council as well, too. Good deal. Is there anything we missed?
Well, I want to emphasize that we'd like to get a team from every high school, including Dexter.
All over the county.
Yeah, Everman's back in Dallas. Wrong.
Then come on.
Dexter and Hagerman and even Port Arthur.
Lake Arthur.
Port Arthur, Texas, too. Yeah.
Yeah, Gateway, all of them. Let's, obviously Roswell.
It doesn't have to be a teacher's, official thing. It
could be just some kids.
Be any 5 kids who want to show up and say, hey, I'm with Roswell.
And we can even have it be 3 show up. We'll have Roswell Team 1, Roswell Team 2, and Roswell Team 3. Why not?
Yeah. Yep. And then we'll at least send 3 or 4 teams.
Okay.
We have to limit it to fill the room up with NEMI.
Yeah, we don't want.
They had a ball.
We don't stack the deck. Yeah, you're right. That's true too. It's like, man, it's awful one-sided in here. Yeah. But but we would love to get all schools represented, and you know what? If there's even and don't forget our university highs and those two, send a team too. Yeah, bring them on, and dare I say, might be maybe a middle schooler too might say, you know what? Don't forget about us middle schoolers. We'll put a team into.
Well, 2 years ago, a family signed up, and it was mom, pop, and 3 kids.
Nice.
One was a teenager.
And they probably kicked butt.
And they came in second.
I would say they kicked butt. Yep.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
So, second place.
Yeah. Bunch of super students in there. But it really is a lot of fun. You come and you have a good time, and you get to just joke with friends, but at the same time, some get to kind of show off their bravado and show off. That's like, oh, it's my time to shine, and you get out there and they're trivia experts.
Well, one thing is you see the guy who thinks he's smart, and he's
yeah, and then you get humbled too. There is some humbling.
Right. It's great.
There is some humbling that does going on when you get to that thing, because you're like, I'm the smartest guy in the room. Apparently, I don't hang out in big enough rooms because these people are blowing me away. So yeah, that is a true statement. That does happen from time to time, but it's all in good fun. And at the end of the day, it's to keep the Literacy Council going, to keep and this is kind of your big budget, as far as this event. Usually this pays for a good hunk of the bills for the year here.
Yes.
So
yes, it does.
So we really do need to try to raise as many teams as possible. That, like I said, is $100, but I'll be honest, if your team would like to pay more than that, don't think they're going to tell you no, because all that goes back.
If you're a small firm and you want a little publicity, we do provide publicity. We announce everyone there and
a little
we
sponsorship.
Talk about it, sponsorship.
Okay.
And if you have some kids in high school and you want to sponsor it for Jones's legal firm, and you send your high school students, they get some buddies.
We'll give you some love on the radio too. Here, we'll mention you on the interviews and all that stuff too, and support you, because if you're going to support the community this way, we would love to celebrate you doing that.
You bet.
Yeah, it's a good thing, and so that's a great, cheap advertising.
Very cheap,
but the best kind, because it really is. You're investing in the community doing that. It's like, you're not paying for a billboard or a radio ad per se, but you're investing in the heart of the community by doing that. So that's what we appreciate. So it's a good thing. Anything we missed? You can think of?
No.
One more time, Larry, the phone number if they have any questions or want to sign up.
575. Okay, 625-1369.
625-1369. 575. Call that number, or like I said, Literacy Council on Facebook's another way to Roswell Literacy Council. Reach out there and call there.
Basically say, we want to have a team, give who you are.
That's right.
Name of your team, like Thunderbusters or something. Who knows what you want to call it. And
Thunderbusters. I like it. I'm not sure if it's really big or really small, or if I'm fighting weight loss, or I'm not sure what I'm doing, but we're doing something.
Well, one thing I wanted to add, we depend on volunteers, obviously. And there's, 5 or 6 service clubs in town, like the Lions and Optimists and Kiwanis. They all depend on volunteers. And if you're just basically retired, now, we don't expect a lot of people who have jobs to get too involved. All
sure.
do, but if you're basically retired and you're wondering what you're going to do with your life, you're getting bored stiff, and Roswell's not New York City, so volunteer to one of these things. We'll take volunteers. If you want to be a tutor, that's even best for us.
Well, and each have their own kind of passion projects. Obviously the Lions work with eyeglasses and you children there. Literacy Council working with literacy for folks. Kiwanis also work with youth, and they're tying the Altruisans kind of.
Each club has their own mission.
Yeah, they all got their own kind of passion projects. So whichever ones that kind of resonate with you the most, if it is literacy, then by golly, Literacy Council's got a whole slew of opportunities to volunteer. I'm sure if it's child, eyeglasses, things like that, the Lions would love to have you a part of their group, and the Optimists as well in their organization, and all the. They are all great civic organizations. They all kind of help the community overall, but each have their own kind of niche parts that if you love animals, go talk to the Humane Society folks and all that kind of stuff. That's how our community gets better, by you finding the places that you enjoy and make it. If you love working with youth and sports, go be a coach. Go get involved in the youth sports stuff. They can always use mentors over there and things like that. So wherever your passion is, go find it and do it. But you're right. Yeah, once you get retired and you got a little bit of time on your hands, and I know it sounds great for a minute. You're like, I got a free day on my hand, and then after 2 minutes, so many free days, you're like, I'm kind of tired of free days.
I want something to do this week.
Yeah, I want something that gives me some meaning, and unfortunately, with seniors, that's part of the difficulties of life and getting older, is when they retire, their life slows down. friends start passing away, you're having less people, that's the depression, how do you combat those kind of things? It's what Larry's doing, get involved in activities, do things, make new friends, find new social circles. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these are as much social opportunities as they are service organizations.
Absolutely.
You get to make friends, you get to meet people, and now you got coffee buddies or lunch buddies, or hey, we'll go whack the ball around on Saturdays and we're not busy, kind of thing. You make friends, you make a social life. So, and you all do it through service organizations. So if you are looking for a little meaning or a little just a void in your life and you're looking to fill it, I invite you to find there's a group near you that represents something that's important to you. Whether it's like Alzheimer's, for instance. If you've been affected with that kind of stuff, we have the Alzheimer's Association. They do great work with families that are dealing with Alzheimer's and raising money for Alzheimer's, and so pick your passion there. But whatever it is, find it.
I think these are all in the newspaper.
Yeah.
In the Daily Record.
Yeah, absolutely. And give me a call. I'll give you a few. I know some people.
Yeah.
I can put you in touch with.
Yeah, well, the governor doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, bummer. Yeah. Probably not high on their list either. Another day, another conversation. So, but please reach out if you'd love to. And if you want to learn more about anything the Literacy Council does, don't hesitate to reach out. Come if you're in need of services. By all means, please come out. And if you're like, I would love to spend a few hours a week working with people on teaching them, math or reading or science or whatever it is that we're trying to get them to. That would be amazing. And I think you'll find that, you'll see imagine when you get the light bulb moments, where you have the kid, especially probably a kid that's just, you can't get them over this hurdle. And then the light bulb hits and you're like, oh, now it all rings true. And then that's like the fruit of the labor right there for you guys. And I'm sure just when you have those moments when it's like, oh, they got it. They got what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, we tutor the Youth Challenge, some of their students out there. And that's always eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it's great because I teach math, and their math skills, some of them are really bad.
Sure.
And we get them up to middle school or maybe high school. One class I had wanted to get into calculus, and I couldn't believe it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, once they figure out math, and it's just because it's like, and like I said, I'm not, math is not my strong suit. I never claim it to be. But I also understand that if you know math, you can do anything. Math, every problem mankind has overcome, math has been the reason why. And so, it's kind of a big deal.
Well, I think you and Superintendent Luck were talking about welding last hour.
Mm-hmm.
We don't teach any welding.
No.
We do not teach that.
No, but through math, you can learn to weld, I bet.
Yeah.
Guess how they learned to weld? Some science people ran some numbers and said, hey, if you heat up metal to a point, it does this. Yep. So, but guys, thank you as always. Appreciate the visit. We'll see you here next week here as we get a little closer. Don't forget, we'll keep on people's radar about this. But start signing your teams up now. Start putting together. Again, you can have up to 5. And my recommendation is try to go overall, build a team of super troopers. Get your sport expert, get your pop culture expert, get your math expert, your history expert, whatever, however you deem it important, or just be a pig and do it all yourself. Whatever you want to do, it's entirely up to you.
If you're that good, bring it on.
That's right, bring it.
Yeah, bring it on.
Bring it. Put it where your mouth is here. So. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, it is 9:47. Let's pause for news. Hannity update, sports as well. Don't go away. We'll be back. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. That closure of the El Paso International Airport in Texas was short-lived. Earlier this morning, the FAA announced it was closing airspace around the airport for a total of 10 days for security reasons, but now the FAA has announced the airspace has been reopened. It's business as usual at El Paso. He was detained, questioned, and then he was released. Investigators working the Nancy Guthrie disappearance detained the individual in an overnight traffic stop. They later searched a home in Rio Rico, Arizona. It's about an hour's drive south of Tucson, near the border with Mexico. The man questioned denies any knowledge of the Guthrie case. Then a deadly mass shooting happened in a school in rural western Canada. Stocks have gone into the red now on Wall Street. The Dow is down 146 points. More details, srnnews.com.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
And this is what I know has frustrated Dan Bongino and Cash and Pam. And there's this, Republicans and conservatives and even people that I would argue are conveniently MAGA. Because if you look at their history and the things that they've said in every single case, they've been only conveniently MAGA. But putting that aside, and I'm like, you guys have lost the plot, because the left in this country, if they're back in power, they will destroy the country. And while we might have some differences, there's more that should unite us. Reagan said, if we're 80% in agreement, you're not my enemy, you're my friend. And I think sometimes we need to remember that.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, you know what Pure Talk's favorite holiday is? President's Day, because they believe wireless service should only cost you a couple of presidents, just a Jackson and a Lincoln to be exact. And for $25 a month with Pure Talk, you can get unlimited talk and text, plenty of data. Compare that to their competitors. Now, the big carriers would rather celebrate Benjamin Franklin Day so they can charge your family hundreds and hundreds every month. And by the way, he wasn't even a president. Pure Talk is a veteran-owned company that supports veterans' causes. They invest in the U.S. They have a U.S. customer service team. When you call, you're talking to someone right here at home. And Pure Talk, they use the same cell towers, same 5G network. You get the same service without the inflated price. $25 a month, unlimited talk and text and plenty of data. No contract, no cancellation fee. Just dial pound 250. Say the keyword save now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250. Keyword save now. Make the switch to Pure Talk. Talk.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. This late into the basketball season, we don't see a lot of results that really surprise you. But last night, this was kind of shocking. In girls basketball, Goddard playing at Portales. Goddard wins 42-23. Goddard's first district victory. They're 13-10 overall, and that was Portales' first loss. And the disparity in score is really the shocking part. Goddard plays host to Lovington Friday night at 5:30. Meanwhile, also in girls hoops, Roswell, no match for Hobbs. Even on the Coyotes' home court, Hobbs wins 70-19. Boys basketball, it was Goddard falling at Portales 44-40, and the Roswell Coyotes play at Hobbs, lose by 10, 60-50 was the final score there. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We'll start off cloudy today, but we should get sunshine back in the afternoon. Pretty mild. Our highs between 60 and 65. Overnight, some clouds, 40 to 45 on the lows. We'll start warming up on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Afternoon highs will be in the low 70s. Low pressure moving in from the southwest on Friday. That'll bring us a pretty good chance of rain. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. America's employers added a surprisingly strong 130,000 jobs last month. The January jobs report came late because of the government shutdown. Among the early movers on Wall Street, Mattel. Shares of the toy maker fell more than 26% after it closed out a rough year by missing Wall Street sales and profit targets. Mattel's disappointing results come just a day after rival Hasbro saw its shares climb more than 7% after topping analysts' expectations for profit and revenue. Mobile stock trading platform Robinhood Markets slid 7.8% after it hit profit targets but fell short on analyst revenue expectations as cryptocurrency trading volumes fell sharply. Ford Motor Company rose 1.7% after it missed profit targets but beat revenue forecasts. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
Hey Roswell, it's tax season, and your friends at Roswell Ford have an offer you're gonna love. We don't need your tax refund. Really? Correct. I'm not kidding. Don't wait for your tax refund. Right now, at Roswell Ford, you can buy a new Ford with zero down and no payments for 90 days. Still making payments on your current car, truck, or SUV? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you released, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth, so you can get massive savings on a great selection of new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles. Worried your credit is not getting any love? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if your credit is less than perfect. Roswell Ford makes buying a new or quality pre-owned vehicle fast, fun, and easy. So don't wait for your tax refund. Get huge American-made savings right now. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Jesus gives the following instructions. Love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone takes your coat, don't withhold your shirt from them. Give to everyone who asks, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, don't demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Jesus is calling us to do the opposite of our natural tendencies. He calls us to be different, to stand out for good, to be light and not darkness. He calls us to lead by being servants. As you go through this week, practice putting someone else's needs ahead of your own. Pray for someone who's hurt you. Don't retaliate when someone offends you. See what difference it makes in your heart. You may be surprised by the outcome. You may not, but whatever happens, you'll be following the teachings of Jesus, and that's always the right choice to make.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
You've got questions about college. Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/open house or call 575-562-2178.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 9:56. Got a few minutes here before they kick me off the radio. Hey, don't forget, coming up Thursday, February 19th through February 21st, Church on the Move is having their 2026 Joy of Marriage Conference. This is something, matter of fact, I had a great conversation with Pastor Troy from Church on the Move yesterday about it. I invite you to go back and listen to it, ksvptv.com and the Mornings with Mike Winters channel. Had a great conversation about it, but this is a conference for married couples, and it's designed to strengthen your relationship, refresh your connection, and bring joy back to the center of your marriage. At the event, it's a fun event. It's not all like therapy sessions. It's a lot of fun. It's they do a big date night. I believe on Friday night there, where they're going to have a delicious dinner. They're going to have a comedy show, so it's a lot of entertainment, kind of a date night for you and your spouse. So a lot of fun. I encourage you to register now by going to Church on the Move's website. That web address is cotmroswell.com/JOM. Again, that's cotmroswell.com/JOM. It's COTM stands for Church on the Move. JOM stands for Joy of Marriage. So cotmroswell.com/JOM. And sign up and be a part. Check it out. Again, that's going to be happening Thursday, February 19th through the February 21st. They're at Church on the Move, and each day they've got great stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, when it comes to, and the great part is, regardless of where you are in marriage, whether you know you're a newlywed, is just brand new to this whole marriage thing, or you've been doing it for a couple years, or if you're 20, 30 plus year married couple, there is a lot of benefit from these conferences that they do each year. So I highly recommend you check it out and learn more. Go to their website, Church on the Move's website, cotmroswell.com/JOM. Learn a little bit more about it, see it for yourself, read about it, do all that good stuff. It's a great tool if you're a married couple. It just is. To do it right, you got to have the tools. We all weren't born with owner's manuals, so you got to learn, and it's a great way to do that. All right, hey, if you're looking for work, the New Mexico Workforce Connection, Department of Workforce Solutions, they're going to be doing a little remote assistance workshop, I guess you could say. It's going to be this Friday. It's going to be at the Warming Center at Westminster Presbyterian Church with Food Not Bombs. It'll be this Friday the 13th from 2 to 4 p.m., and Workforce Solutions will be there offering assistance with job applications, also job training opportunities as well. I imagine they'll help you fill out and register for jobs, all that good stuff there. So come with that information, bring your resumes, bring anything you have, and if you don't and need help getting those things, they'll be there to help you do that. But if you have them already, bring them with you. But again, that'll be at Westminster Presbyterian Church, 2801 West 4th Street this Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your day. Have an amazing day. We'll be back bright and early, 7 a.m. tomorrow.